All right, ladies and gentlemen, there's the jump scare. I promise I'm going to get some music eventually for the starting screen, but I think it's kind of funny at this point. So just getting the tournament started, got to do a little bit of admin work, and we will get it all going here. All right. So let me refresh this, get the attorney started, and make sure we are all set. Cool. So how's life treating you guys? You guys doing well? I sure hope so. Okay, so it looks like whoever checked in is going to be checking in here. I don't think there's going to be any other schemes there. We gave them an extra 2 minutes or so. And let's go ahead and generate the bracket now. There we go. Bracket's going to be generated, and it is now live. And now I just need to share the tournament selections that people made and go from there. All right. What's going on? You have the volume max. Nice. Let's go. Really living the jump scare experience there. Okay. So let's see if I could just like copy and paste this. This would actually be way easier than having to do other shenanigans here. All right, so we're going to try the dreaded copy and paste tactics. Let's see if it works out. I don't know how it's going to go. So this is pick 6 today. So players pick 6 factions and just play those 6 factions in order over the course of the tournament, which is pretty fun. And yeah, that's pretty ugly there. All right, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. That'll do it. All right. God, it's too long. I tried to copy and paste all the data. Yeah. Stand by. Posting factions. All right. I got to do it the old-fashioned way. I got to get some screenshots. All right. It is what it is. So just give me 1 sec, guys. This is going to take a minute because I am pretty much inept with technology. So you guys know, you know how we roll. All right. So that's going to go all the way down to that player. And then we will go down here and get you. Okay, and that should do it. Great. All right, almost got it. Then we just need to find these. Go to wherever they're stored on the computer. Is this it? No, that's not it. Okay. Eventually, I'm going to know how to do this quickly. And then we will be the dark gods. Okay. So screenshots, I think it's in the screenshot folder. Screenshots, there we go, cool. Uno, dos, copy and paste those bad boys. Man, guys, you better watch out, I'm getting good at this. Okay, and factions here, and we're live. All right, so everybody's factions should be posted. I'm actually playing Kislev in the first round. My opponent for round uno is going to be who? Let's see who it's going to be. And we have Rambo. I don't know why he sent a picture of like himself crying as I. All right, let's get Rambo in here and see what's cooking. So Kislev it is. All right, cool. And here we are. Good luck, have fun. Let me know if there's any admin issues from here, but it should be smooth sailing. Shouldn't be any drama anymore. And registration is officially closed. And we're hanging out in chat. Hey, Takata, man, thank you for that donation. That's uber generous. Hey, Turin, I hope everything's going well. Thank you for the great streams and binging them as I prep work for my restaurant. Nice. Yeah, hopefully we're helping you get through the hard times. Yeah, Kislev in the first match. And the map for round 1 is going to be what? Is it going to be... Yeah, we're playing Rambo. Yeah, so Rambo is our opponent. And the Skjallandir's Cave. This map is actually freaking awesome. It's one that kind of flew under the radar in competitive, I feel, but it's very good. So Kislev versus Vampire Counts. Ooh, this is a fun one. Now, there's a couple ways to go about this. You can go cheesy monster mash, which is, of course, very strong with Kislev. Or you can, kind of do a wide bow line and play that style. Whatever really tickles your pickle. But it's going to be fun. Kislev isn't even doing that crazy right now. I mean, what's their win rate? Kislev's win rate is 50% on the dot. 10 wins, 10 losses. Pretty. Oh, Vampire Coast. Oh shit. Okay, so this is escalating here. We got the Vampire Coast. All right, I'm down to party with this. It's gonna be fun. All right, so let's get our army going here, and we got a screen blocker. Wookiee is here. Yeah, double worm. No, we're playing Vampire Coast. Yeah. Good luck, brother. All right, let's see what Subutai's got. 1 sec here. Does it? Okay, 1 sec here. I did screw something up. Okay, so those are some of the... There are 2 screens. Yeah, we should be good. Cool beans. All right. Yes. Yeah. Only... As long as all are posted for today, we'll fix after. Okay, cool beans. So we got Kislev versus Vampire Coast. Couple different directions you can go in this matchup. Obviously your shooting is going to be good. You got to put some respect on the mortar play. That can be a little bit frightening for sure. Dervish spam is going to be very necessary, and you're probably going to want some winged lancers to come in and lance things on down. The dreaded Queen Bess. Oh god, a Queen Bess would actually be interesting. Would I be in danger if there was a Queen Bess pick? That is truly the question. Lord choices here, you have a couple. I mean, honestly, Coast Dalton isn't terrible. Just having him in the front line grinding against the Vampire Coast zombies, I would say is pretty cost effective. Yeah, I don't hate it. Okay, let's get 3 of these guys, and we're just about ready. You too, G. Curious to see who's going to rise today. I really like this tournament format. It tests the limits of people's, faction knowledge, really. Definitely not Mother Ostankia. Vampire Coast has pretty good shooting. So usually you want characters that are a little bit lower to the ground. Who do we have to worry about? A giant enemy crab? I don't think so. I think the giant crab is a little bit too risky here. Grom versus Bess. Little Grom will win. But Vampire Coast cannons will trade pretty well into Little Grom. So there's a couple variables you got to worry about there. All right, so let's get this. And now for the Lord choice, I think we're just going to go with you. Yeah, that looks fine. Then we can get rid of this, keep this and throw you on that. Okay. I think that's looking good so far. Yeah, I got some really, really fun units here. I think a couple Streltsy in reserve are honestly pretty good too. Streltsy give you nice tools against the big threats. Froststorm is also not a bad choice. Depth Guard or something that's a little bit scary. So probably should bring like at least one thing in the wood to try and deal with them. And probably the Arwar, the Mordheim Beowulfs, because they cancel healing. So they'll shut down the healing of the big boys there. Yeah, we're live. We're just doing our build right now for the first match. It's Kislev versus Vampire Coast, which is a matchup I played quite a bit. Perfect. Oh, that's like a perfect spend right there. That's so good and tasty. All right, I love it. So sirens are also a thing. Yeah, we gotta pay the siren toll and watch out for them because they can be pretty damn good. Let's cut this and we can get that. Great. Okay. So we got 2 pretty good spells there. Now magic damage against those units. The Frostworms don't do magic damage. Do we need a Frostworm against a giant enemy crab if they decide to go that route? It's actually kind of weak against a lot of coast units, but against the giant crab it can do some work. Does the Necrofex Colossus fare well against Kislev? I find that they're usually a little bit underwhelming. Yeah, just a little bit disappointing in my experience there. Okay, so maybe we get some of you guys. It's kind of a cool option. Zargard are definitely not super necessary here. We can throw these things in to do a little bit of poke, and maybe we need one big anti-large unit, right? I feel like we need at least one something to fight like something big, because otherwise we're just going to be, sweating bullets there a little bit. All right, I think I'm ready more or less. The build looks pretty good. No drama here. Yeah, the bear and the big targets are a little bit too risky. Vampire Coast does still have very good shooting, so you got to put some respect on those. You think it's going to be Foot Boris? Foot Boris Ursus? It's pretty fun. Yeah. He's good in a couple matchups. Against Coast, I don't know. I don't know if I'm a big enjoyer of Foot Boris. Vampire Coast can bring Noctilus. He's very annoying and very disruptive here. Granted, if we could just kill the rest of the army, then we'll shine. And here we are. All right. They are in the tourney chat. All right. Let me make sure there's no admin stuff I got to take care of as we load into the round. Hoxa Miska caster. Oh, that's a very viable option. It's very viable. I didn't go that though. I went for Ice Maiden's Kiss as well as Death Frost, which is a pretty good combination. You get good single target DPS with Death Frost, and yeah, it's nice. Confirmed Rasputin. No Rasputin in game 1. No. All right. So we have Horse Archers, which are very, very good. So you just kind of Vanguard those over here and grab that side point. And then Little Grom is going to be kind of sitting on the deep set area right here, hanging out. Defenders of Kislev. I'm a big enjoyer of Akshinas in this matchup. I really like the Akshina ambushers. I think they're freaking great. So we're going to get 2 Akshina ambushers. They're going to move up with the army. They're stock, so they can't get nailed by artillery on the way in, and they just do a lot of work against the light armor of Vampire Coast. You know, if you can protect them. All right, cool. So let's get this party started. Let's have some fun. Good luck to my opponent. And sounds good. And all the factions have been posted. So everybody knows what they're playing. By the way, my pick factions for today, we have Kislev, Warriors of Chaos, Skaven, Greenskins, Khorne, and Nurgle are going to be my 6 factions. I'm not practiced with Khorne, but I think they're pretty easy to play, so probably shouldn't matter too much. They're my semi-final faction. Little Grom versus Big Bess. Oh my god, that'd be cool. What is Little Grom good at? It's very good at killing, big things, right? So enemy, monsters. And cavalry, it's good against cav also. Yeah, so we've got 17 models. We're going to use our mobility to try and harry the objectives on the side. I would have liked to have gotten like another Akshina over here. Maybe like an Akshina ambushing in the woods. They're a little bit vulnerable to scurvy dogplay though. I do have some Ice Guard with swords, Streltsy, Beowulfs, all sorts of cool stuff. So let's move up and get you to grab this objective, and we're going to move you up. And does my opponent have cannons is the question. No cannons, so this is great for us. That means Little Grom is going to feast. We're just going to park Little Grom on this hill and start doing some big damage, as the French would say. So what is my opponent's army weak against? Taking a look at it, it doesn't have a lot of mobility, so definitely just bowfire is going to be very effective. So we do get that side objective, and this is why you typically want skirmishers, if you have access to them. Not every faction does, right? So we want the goods. If we can get all 3 factions before they can even respond, I mean, that's money, right? So shooting at these deckhand mobs isn't really going to be cost effective. I'd rather shoot at the bomber mobs we can kill with archers, so probably just the animated hulks are going to be our big target. Yeah, I think so. And, of course, we need some style points. We're going to call in some Ice Guard swords. Now, you might be wondering why swords. We bring swords because they can kill the scurvy dogs and the fellbats if we get attacked by their harass. And it doesn't look like anything going on the outside here. So we're going to triple cap our opponent right out of the gates here, which is going to be nice. And now we're shooting the animated hulks. Although the deck gunners here probably are a bigger priority target because they're very good against us. So let's form the ranks, and now we can just have these horse archers shoot at whatever. So we're just going to shoot here, keep our ice switch back, and we're going to get our frost archers over here towards this objective to kind of contest that a little bit. So yeah, the deck gunners should get Little Grommed for sure. Now they're going to be turning their sights onto my horse archers, which I want to pull back. Doesn't look like anything funky going down on the other side. Little Grom is shooting, so you can see it's getting some cost-effective shots and should eventually kill those deck gunners, to be completely honest with you. And we're going to get our Ice Guard over there soon. We can get a Streltsy coming up on the high ground too, so the Streltsy are going to waddle there. And hopefully we're going to be able to just punish this army. The fact that I already have a triple cap is pretty damn good here. And you can see the deck gunners here are getting smashed up a little bit. So now we can advance the formation ever so slightly. So we're going to waddle on up. This is a pretty hard matchup for Coast in my experience. I think, personally, I feel like it's one of the harder ones for them. Maybe not, though. I don't know. Maybe there's some forbidden tech I'm not aware of. We do see double Scurvy Dog, but my faction has insane tools against Scurvy Dogs. Kislev is so good at shutting them down. All right, so we're going to get some mobility over here, and now we're going to get hybrid shooting going in, and hybrid shooting here. We're going to get you guys to start nailing the bomber mobs right there, and get you guys to seal the issues on the outside. All right, so the horse archers are getting a ton of value, and soon we're going to have the Ice Guard nearby at the ready. And yeah, we do eat a little bomber salvo, so it's unfortunate, a little sloppy on my part to let that happen, but it is what it is. So now we're going to go ahead and get a Ice Mane's Kiss right down the pipe there. Try and nail that formation, and maybe pull you guys into the secondary there. All right, so we need to deal with the mass. You can see the bomber mob is almost already dead. I do lapse and micro over here because I just woke up. So we're going to pull these guys back. Get another one of you guys coming out, and you guys can move up here, and looking good. All right, so time to wake up, time to focus. Deck gunners are in range, so we definitely want to punish that mistake there. And let's go ahead and call in a Snow Leopard just to attack those big boys over there. And now the dervishes are going to go ahead and turn around and probably be able to wreck these guys. You can see the Ice Guard are able to put some hurt on them, right? Which is very, very nice. All right, so a lot of my opponent's army is getting shreked pretty good. Let's get to the bomber mobs here, get the Snow Leopard to move up this way. We do have another Ice Maiden's Kiss, so we're going to go ahead and do it down the formation right there. And Little Grom can just start shooting into the animated hulks over there, which should be nice. Value is close-ish, though. It's a little bit scary, right? A little bit frightening. And let's get these archers to start just shooting into these guys. And these warriors can move into the secondary here. Let's move you guys back over this way and get you up on this point. We're very far ahead on points, and as long as we just kind of trade evenly on value, we're going to be pretty good. So he actually moves his bombers like all the way up here. So we're going to move those halberds in, get you guys to form ranks right here, and Streltsy can go ahead and shoot here. Let's get the fast cav out there and call in another Streltsy. Do we want to, or is it going to be winged lancers? I'm not sure. He's not making a play for the outside objective. That's a good Winds of Death right there. Very, very good. Bomber mobs are in. Let's go ahead and shoot here, get these guys back a little bit, and we're going to call in some winged lancers just to run down anything that gets a little bit out of control here. All right, so the Ice Guard are doing good. Let's shoot you guys, and okay, so he's actually has 2 mortars down here, which are unprotected. I'm just going to make a mad dash for those. I think that's going to be fine. Ice Maiden's Kisses are on the table, so let's go ahead and do this and hit these guys that are bunched up here. Looking good. In the meantime, we're going to keep shooting away. Let's get those animated Hulks, and let's get you. And these archers seem to have stabilized now. All right, so Little Grom, what do we want to be targeting here? It's hard to say. He's got 2 mortars undefended, so we're definitely going to run those down if we can. I don't know if there's going to be anything watching them, but we will find out. All right, so Dervishes are back. Ice Guard swords are doing awesome work. Let's call in another Dervish in the backfield. Winged Lancers can just go hunt down pretty much anything that's out of control here. Let's retreat you back. Little Grom able to get some good firepower here, and you guys need to form up, so let's form up ranks. And did we get back here and get on the goods? We did. Looks like there's going to be one that's going to be defended, so we're going to unfortunately not be able to get that one, but it is what it is. All right, retreating back, and now we get a Morgul Haunter. Interesting. All right, so 1 mortar is down for the count, plus the Scurvy Dog defending it. So now we're going to jam over here and shut these guys down, and the Ice Guard will be able to switch onto that Morgul Haunter here soon. All right, pulling back. That's a Winds of Death, which is very scary. A lot of halberds for my opponent, which makes sense. You know, we're going to go run down the gun units here. Let's get the Actionist shooting them too, and move you up on the point, and move you guys back up on the point. All right. So everything is going relatively according to plan. We do shut down another gun unit. And the Ice Guard are now going to be able to put some hurt down on you. Cool. Dervishes. Is there anything on the outside? My opponent not playing the outside, really. So we could just move up and dive on all these gun units here. So let's do this. Get you guys doing this. Halberd Warriors come back onto the point. Although, honestly, at this point, probably unsummoning the Halberd Warriors is going to be a better bet for us. And Little Grom can just start shooting at the Vampire Fleet Admiral. So Ice Guard are now putting hurt down on that bad boy. We do get that gun unit down. Let's call in the Mordheim Beowulfs. Beowulf. They're coming. Yes, Beowulf is coming. And you can see the Fleet Admiral is getting popped in the face pretty good. So we're going to move up and actually get it with the Death Frost. I think that's going to be very nice. All right, unsummons. So we get some fresh units. The Ice Guard are slowly killing that character. It's going to take a minute, but it will get there in due time. And we do start to get the objective back as well. All right, so on the other side, we're looking fine. Objective 3 is not being contested. Our heavy cav have done well here, so now we're just going to pull them back and have them run down these guns. And do we want to get a Death Frost on that wizard? Ooh, there's actually a gunner unit there. That's a little bit dangerous. Yeah, we need to get our wizard back. I don't want to, like, lose my wizard. Okay, so we've almost got that guy down, and now we can get you guys shooting here. Let's get those archers shooting here as well. Get my wizard back, a little Harry Potter action, and charge you in there. Cool. All right, so we're hanging in there. We're fine, I think. I could park some Streltsy on the outside here. We'll wait for some Kisselvite Warriors. That's probably going to be better, to be honest. But, yeah, it's going to be it. GG. Yeah, coasts are extremely difficult to play. They are. Yeah, they are. Not an easy faction. But Coast can contest the outside of the points. It's the build that my opponent brought was kind of countered by my build. Mass handguns typically are going to be countered by bows, right? And the only range unit that can contest my long range is killed instantly by Little Grom. So there's ways. I have beaten Kislev in high-level tournaments with Vampire Coast, not on this patch, but patches previous. Typically, cannons would have been extremely good. Cannons would have made my life very, very difficult there. If there was like 2 cannons sitting on the high ground, they would have out-traded Little Grom. They would have punished a lot of the units in my army. So there was definitely play for my opponent, but the build just wasn't quite up to task. Yeah. Not the cleanest game, but a good first game of the day. That's right. It's all good. GG, well played. All right. Let's see here. I got 2 requests with my name on them. CV date. I accidentally posted old ones. All right. Looking fine. And yes. Cool. So round 1 is concluded, and we're going to go report our score and do a little bit of adminning there. I'll give you guys a counter build as well. Yeah, I'll give you a counter build for that one. What am I sipping on? I got some fennel tea, which is always nice. It's good for the stomach, you know. Okay, so that's going to be 1-0 there. That's going to be Kislev versus... There were elements in my opponent's build I liked. There were a couple elements. We'll talk about it in just a second. Vampire Coast. All right. There we go. Okay, so that's reported, and now we can talk about a counter build. So we'll do that. Now, my next faction is going to be what? I think it's Warriors of Chaos. Not 100% sure. We'll pull it up in a second. Yeah, something in that ballpark. Okay, so if you were on this map and you were playing Vampire Coast against Kislev, I would recommend Count Noctilus. He's very good. He's very, very good. You get Count Noctilus. He has Melkoths, which is top tier, and then you can get Invocation as well. You just spam Melkoths on anything of good quality, and then you just, are an anti-large fighter that's pretty good. You can use Winds of Death. It's actually quite good against Kislev. So you can go Invo, Winds of Death too, if you want to. Both are completely viable. Probably get rid of Smoke and Mirrors. Wraithstorm is pretty good to keep. Hunger you definitely want. So he's a little bit expensive, but definitely worth, right? All right, so now in the front line, you're going to want some deckhand mobs. Yes, yes. You're going to want double cannon against Kislev on an open field map because they're going to have heavy problems dealing with that. Yeah, Lucas, it's quick battles are tough. Yeah, quick battles are tough. Okay. So you get the double cannon here, right? And then you can get a couple of these. So now you got the halberds and the kind of the secondary. It's going to be uber important to defend your cannons. So that will be what makes or breaks your game. If you can defend the cannons, you could totally win. You can also play Vanguard on some of the objectives, like on this map. You know that side point that was being contested? What you can do is you can get a Morgul if you want to, and then you can have it Vanguard on that point. And you can back it up by like some deck dropper handguns if you want to, right? So like a couple of these guys could be like a decent little tech. They do decent damage against Kislev as well. So this is something if you want to like contest the outside points, you could play with this. But again, the most important thing is protecting your cannons. So you're going to want max Scurvy Dogs, 2 Felbats, maybe 3. 2 Felbats is probably adequate. They're really good at shutting down Streltsy and really good at shutting down Kossars with bows. And actually in ambushers as well. So you're going to want those. Aside from that, probably like a Depth Guard polearm would be warranted, just like 1 in reserve. And I'm definitely a big Morgul enjoyer in this matchup. They're awesome. You can use them in the backfield defense. Sirens are also quite good. So like if their wizard is on one side of the battlefield, you're gonna get your Sirens to push the other side because you can Vanguard them. You can use them to steal side points. And if Kislev doesn't have an Ice Mage like nearby, the Siren is gonna just value trade into all their infantry super well. So far, we're off to a decent little start here on the build. I would like to cut something here. The Winds of Death is expensive. The Roth's Moondials are very, very good. And yeah, probably just a couple animated Hulks in reserve. The Lamprey's Revenge are also quite nice. To call them in like the mid game wouldn't necessarily be a terrible idea. So you could cut like 1 Scurvy Dog, get Lampreys, and then from here, it's tricky. I mean, you already have 1 Morgul out in play. So probably cut this. You get some animated Hulks. Do we want an animated Hulk in this matchup? Yeah, they're pretty decent, honestly. They trade pretty well. And then we can get some pistol mobs, I guess. The trickiest part about this build that you're going to run into now that I'm looking at it is killing the infantry, right? So I think you might need to find a way to cut Wraithstorm, and then you want to cut one of these guys maybe. Like cut 1 zombie and 1 of you. And get 2 animated Hulks in the starting build. That feels a lot better, actually. Yeah, this is a much better build. Okay, so we have that. We have good anti-infantry tools. And then from here, we could just get some polearms. Just cheap guys to call out for capture weight. Yeah, so this is pretty good. I think this build would provide a bit of an issue for Kislev. This isn't the only way to play it either. If you want to cut the animated Hulks, you can go handgun mobs. So you can go double handgun mob if you're feeling a little bit spicy there, and it can work fine for you. So. Yeah, you cut this one, get the ROR, for example. Like this build would work too. Like the handgun mobs are very good if you can shut down the Kislev range using like your cannons and other tools. But the archers are a big problem. They're tricky. Hey, thank you, T-Rex push-ups. Merry Christmas for you, Hager. Thank you for Father Bear. Yeah, Father Bear is good out of the gates there. He did some work. All right, so let me refresh this. See how we're looking. How do you tech against a load of bows? Against a lot of bows, yeah, you can use mortars too. Mortars are a thing. If you're expecting like a mass bow line, honestly, like Noctilus is very good because he can use you could use Winds of Death to insta kill 1 bow unit. Then you use Roth's Moondial to tie down another one, and you can just kind of play that way. No bloats, no win. You can rush Kislev too. There are rush builds. Vampire Coast can definitely do some rushing. It's risky though. Kislev is a really good counterpunching faction, like very, very good at it. All right, one sec, guys. I gotta repost the faction selection. I'll pull up the faction selection so you guys can see what everybody's playing today. All right, so let's go to here. Go over to the sheets. All right, so I think I have all the old ones, which is annoying. Okay. Great. Okay, that's a little bit cleaner. Let's get a screenshot of this. Come on, buddy. Yeah, so game one for me, it's going to be Kislev, Warriors of Chaos are next, which are my best faction. And then Skaven, which I've been practicing a lot. Greenskins, I'm pretty okay at. Khorne and Nurgle. Nurgle is my grand final breadwinner. If I do get to the grand finals today, Nurgle will be our Lord and Savior, hopefully. Alrighty. That's taken care of. Looking good. Let's go to the screenshots folder. Should be able to find it in here somewhere. Okay, delete these other two. And here we go. All right, so just reposted the factions. Got a little bit of adminning to do. How goes it now? How many DC? All right, so apparently we're having some desync stuff happening with some of the players. Unfortunate. I don't know if Anna got Christmas in a few days, but sounds good. I'll forward that message. I have no idea what that means, but thank you. Yeah, thank you guys, man. That's super generous. We're going to be out of town for a week, so we're going to be... Can we try without map pack? At this point, it's probably too late into round. Give you guys draw for now. So just don't for a score. Okay. Very strange. Yeah, so some folks are deseeking there. If it happens in the next game with these guys, we'll know who the culprit is, so we'll get to the bottom of it. You ever play Tzeentch? You know, I got to start playing some Tzeentch. Tzeentch does feel underrated. I mean, they have a lot of really good tools. Like, if you look at the Tzeentch roster, Marauders are good, the Pinks and Blues are good, Zangor's a really solid unit. I mean, they have excellent anti-large, pretty cost-effective mobility, good shooting, good magic. I mean, Tzeentch isn't really bad at anything. And now we have the dreaded Changeling, too. You know, I should have put Tzeentch in one of my factions today. That would have been super fun, actually. Just going Scarbrand. Oh, that would be the way. Merry Christmas. Ah, got it. Sebastian, thank you. See, I don't know that. Yeah, Warriors of Chaos are next up for us. They are. Yeah, correct. That's going to be our next faction. We finished our game pretty quickly, though, so we're just waiting for the next round. Oh, God, Dad sneeze coming. Watch out. Oh, Jesus. I've been getting wrecked lately. Oh, my goodness. Sorry. At least I got the warning off, you know. It was not too late. Oh, God, is there going to be another one? Oh, God. Oh, jeez. I'm dying here. Help me. I'm too weak. Oh, my God. That wasn't that bad. Come on. Yeah, thank you, guys. I appreciate the kind words. I inherited that from my dad. My dad when he used to sneeze, it would like echo the entire house, and unfortunately, I did inherit that. It always scares my poor wife. She'll just be in her room, like listening, just in a zen, peaceful state, and then I sneeze, and it's just like a jump scare. All right, so that's been updated. Looking good. Tammy time with the Changeling. If we get to the finals, you guys might see Tamarcon today. I'm a big Tamarcon enjoyer. I love using Tamarcon. Any excuse I can find is always welcome. So, which of the new units do Warriors of Chaos have access to? All right, so with Warriors of Chaos, you have the Blood Beasts, which are very, very good. So Blood Beasts of Khorne are down here, which I don't know if it's an oversight from CA that they don't have a Mark of Khorne on them. I feel like they should, right? Because the Bile Troll has Mark of Nurgle. But yeah, right now we're not sure. So until we can get it confirmed, we're just going to let it slide. Because honestly, they're not like a broken unit. So we have the Blood Beasts of Khorne and the Slaughter Brute. Slaughter Brutes obviously suck, right? Like, why would you ever bring a Slaughter Brute when you could bring a Mutalith Vortex Beast, which is just so much better? It basically has built-in regeneration. It has a Mortis engine. It's just so good. Yeah. Just throw Satang into a bunch of Tzeentch armies is mechanically boring. Yeah, it kind of is, to be honest. I agree. Yeah, there's definitely more interesting ways to play the Changeling. Oh, you also have Monkey. You have Scylla Angfingrim. So, Monkey's not great. I mean, you do get the Rampage contact effect, but this thing is so expensive. It does have a weird Mortis engine. It's like a very small range Mortis, which is just going to be affecting the target it's fighting. We could actually do a little bit of testing with Monkey real quick. So let's grab Monk and... Oh, by the way, do you guys want to see a cool tech? Check this out. So this is actually probably more relevant than Monkey testing. So we're gonna get a Nurgle warrior. We can even get Nurgle warrior's fine. So a 825 gold unit. Wrathmongers, they do magic damage. You know what? Let's get a Plague Bearer. That'll probably be more relevant. Okay, 700 gold unit versus the Wrathmongers. So check this out. Monkey doesn't help Norska too much. Yeah, it doesn't help too much. Monkey's just not very good. The Blood Beasts are very strong. Those units, the small monks are very good, but the big one is not great. Tzeentch infantry will lose 1-1 with other Chaos Mono Gods. It makes sense. They kind of should, though. Like, Nurgle and Khorne should beat them up, and Slaanesh also. They're more magic focused. So here's an interesting tech. Damage reflection is something that doesn't get utilized terribly often, right? But we're going to show you guys what's capable. So normally a Wrathmonger... are their stats diminished? Difficulty modifier. Okay, we need to go fix that. I hate that bullshit. It's the most annoying thing ever. I swear to God. All right, so let's fix this. I don't know why it puts it like that, but it is what it is. And we'll put it on normal. Okay, so that looks fine. The stat modifiers are normal now. Okay. Yeah, so the damage reflection seems like there might be some sauce there against Khorne with Nurgle. If I end up playing Khorne later in the finals or something, if I get to that point, I'm going to try it. You know, I'm going to give it a try. Okay, so let's report this. And we're going to show you guys what's cooking here. The Khorne Blood Beasts are very strong after the splash changes. Okay, only 4 rounds to finish. And we should be good. All right, there we are. Cool. So fast forward, get the Wind's Magic going, move you guys up a little bit. All right, so to overcast, this is how much? It's only 10 to overcast. Okay, so it gives 14 up to 28 damage reflection, okay? So check this out. What makes Monkey so bad? It's just overcosted. If Monkey was a little bit cheaper, it'd probably be fine. All right, so here we go. So normally Plague Bearers just get massacred here, right? But with Curse of the Leper, we're going to wait till we get right into combat here. And here it comes, and uno, a dos, and it trades like a horror movie watching those guys run in there. All right, so there it goes, and yeah, that should be good. So now we see the Plague Bearer with the Curse of the Leper, right? 28 damage reflection, and look at the trading. That is not bad at all. As a matter of fact, the Plague Bearer of Nurgle is slightly ahead of the Wrathmonger. But the Wrathmonger still wins in the end, but from a cost perspective, the Plague Bearer is 1,000 gold cheaper, right? Isn't that hard to focus in battle? Honestly, yeah, the Pit of Shades did get fixed. I don't think I would have problems with this, right? So it wears off, and then the Plague Bearers start to lose horribly, okay? But this is an extremely cost-effective trade. These Plague Bearers have already paid for themselves. They've gotten 850 gold against a 1,700 gold infantry unit, which has only gotten 400 value. So this actually might be one of those weird fringe circumstances in which the damage reflection's good. Like, it seems very, very good. And I'm going to start utilizing that against Khorne pretty hardcore, I think, if I'm playing Nurgle. Because Wrathmongers are one of the biggest problems. And, like, that's a uber cost-effective trade, right? Like, and then we can even put it on again, you know, if we want to, and drop a little bit of a heal on them. It's going to be cool. Just keep waddling around, whatever. But, like, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Like, these Wrathmongers are almost dead to a 700 gold unit. And all it really took was 10 Winds of Magic. Yeah. So, pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Don't tell Anticity, why not? I'm going to go message him right now. But yeah, that was uber cost effective, right? So that's something I think there might be some tech there. Because Khorne players aren't going to pay attention to that, you know, I don't think. In the heat of the moment when they're microing skirmish cav and playing all sweaty, you know, I think that there's something that will fly under the radar there. All right, so let's refresh this, see if we're ready for the next round. Thank you guys all for joining today. It's been super fun so far. Still 3 games, Dustman versus Matas. This one is going to be a draw, and then Taggy and B6 are going to be playing it out there as well. Okay, very cool. Yeah, interesting, right? Interesting indeed. So what's the next map? Next map is going to be Terracotta Graveyard. Let's go scout the map. Always something good to do, too. And now you can load into Game versus AI and scout the domination maps, which is really nice. So, like, if you're finishing your round in a tournament early, because maps and Dom are very important. You know, land battle, most maps are pretty much the same. You know, might have some trees on the fringe, but it's mostly open with, like, maybe a rock in the middle somewhere. But, yeah, more or less going to be the same. But here, maps vastly change the metagame. Anticity is a notable opponent of buffs and debuff spells. He'll tell you to use Blight Boil. Oh, no. Blight Boil's not very good, in my opinion. I mean, it takes too long to wind up, you know? If Blight Boil is faster, it could be good. I feel like it just takes forever to build up. Khorne players can't do 2 things at the same time. Okay, so this is Terracotta Graveyard. Okay, so shooting is going to be tough here, but a Hell Cannon can be very good, right? So if we just like park a Hell Cannon right here, shoot up and over onto objectives 1, objective 2, that's big money. And yeah, good Vanguard points. You know, Hellstriders of Slanesh will be very, very strong here. So I'm seeing some sauce. I'm seeing the idea of how this map should be played. All right, cool. So we know what to expect here. What's all your opinions on... I have no idea what that even is. I have no idea, bud. Okay. Sounds good. All right. So are we ready for the next round yet? I don't think so. Soon. Pretty big tournament today. The new format's fun, though. I like Pick 6. You get to practice a bunch of factions. One game left to finish. I think, no, that game is a draw, so we're going to go ahead and refresh this and advance the rounds. All right. So let's advance the Swiss to the next round, and here we go. Hopefully it doesn't pair those guys together again. It might. Okay. Looks like we're all good. All right. For round 2, I got Hlidden, mighty Polish player, and we are ready. So let's get it started and announce to the tournament that we're good. So goblins. When I say goblins, I'm referring to the fact in our Discord, that's the tag we use for tournament players. So if you play in tournaments and I tag the goblins, it's basically how I let folks know that, yeah. All right. So let's see what Hlidden is playing. He's a dwarf main, but he's good at a lot of factions. He's won a handful of tournaments. Very, very decent. So let's get Hlidden in here and see what we can do. All right. All right, here we go. So let's find out what they're playing. So Hlidden is playing what? I'm looking for him on here. I don't see him on here. Strange. Maybe they forgot to report their faction. Well, regardless, whatever. It's fine. I'll ask him. Okay. Just ask him what his factions are, in case they don't appear there. Alrighty. So round 2 is up. Hlidden should be on the way. Warriors of Chaos, the Dark Gods cackle here as we move to the Terracotta Graveyard. And maybe Hlidden like typed them. It's a new format, so people are getting used to it. Okay, Kislev. I'm very happy to play Kislev. I've practiced this matchup a whole bunch lately. So, not a whole bunch, but I played it like 2 or 3 times. So, yeah. So we're going to do Warriors of Chaos versus Kislev. Yes. That looks pretty good. And we'll cut you. Yeah, just got to fine tune the build a little bit. Okay, and that costs what? It's a little bit. Perfect. All right, this build's looking pretty money so far, ladies and gentlemen. I'm liking it. You're going to like the way you look, I guarantee it. Yeah, I almost think the Blood Beasts are better than Armored Trolls in this matchup. I mean, not that Armored Trolls are bad or anything, but I'm starting to get that impression. Okay, so this character we could probably cut. He's probably not going to be super useful. Right on, so let's get 3 of those guys. We got you guys in reserve. Armored Trolls we could probably cut out. Severed Claw. Slaughter Guard might actually be okay here too, right? Let me think about this. Kislev does have some good magic to nuke them. Granted, they are going to be uber resilient. And they do use a mark, I think. I think the Slaughter Guard require a mark of corn, right? Yeah, so I'd have to sacrifice one of my marks for them. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth it. Blood Beasts are amazing. Yeah, they're really good. I've been using them a ton. I think they're very, very good. All right, so we got 2 of those. And that's 1, 2 marks of chaos. I know Hlidden's style. Hlidden really likes to use like Unga Bunga character bricks in my anecdotal experience. It's been something I remember vividly playing against them, which is a little bit scary. Yeah, a little bit frightening. Okay, so we've used our marks. Knights of the Brazen Throne do it. Oh, they're pretty cool. I almost used Swords of Chaos on this matchup. I was like, they have armor piercing, right? They can do well, but yeah, I don't know if I'm a huge enjoyer of them. Herald the Hammer is always cool, but not in this matchup, so this is not where he shines. I'm very tempted to go like Final Transmutation caster, like a Chaos Sorcerer, but yeah, I think I like this build more. So, and if there is like a character brick, I can just play the other objectives. You know, I don't have to play that game. I could just ignore them and run to the other points. Do I want to get some sort of an anti-infantry monster? Like a Mutilith Beast? Probably not. Kislev's Hybrid Shooting is going to be very good at bringing that down. Unless I go like Nurgle style. Monkey, Angfin Grim. No, Monkey only has 50 armor. Monk is going to get beaten down a little bit too bad in this matchup, in my opinion. Yeah, you're not going to be happy. Remember to get the train going, or we'll return to AoE and Warcraft 3 content. I actually do plan on doing an Age of Empires stream this week. Before we head out on vacation, I'm thinking of doing an Age stream. Just a nice throwback for the homies. I did enjoy Age quite a bit. I'm a little bit, it doesn't tickle my pickle at this moment, but it's a great game. Okay. Yeah, I think like 3 of these is just honestly better than you. Let's get this. Yeah, and then maybe like a Chosen unit or something. Chosen in reserve isn't a bad choice. I think like 1 Chosen is going to be super heavy metal. The Slaughter Brute would be fun, if only it was good. If only it was good. All right, team. I think we're about ready. I wonder if Lynn's going to be playing the traditional... I mean, Double Frostworm. Is Double Frostworm a problem for me? Do I really need to worry about that? Do I have the tools to deal with the Double Frostworm? I think so. I think I do have the tools for that. Tricky Trixie Hobbitses. Colex Sun Eater is a little bit too vulnerable to the shooting here, I think. Yeah. All right, good luck, have fun. Let's see if we can get this. What's your plan for Christmas? Oh, just spending it with family. Yeah, we're spending it with family, yeah. We're hanging out with my mom. On Christmas Eve, Anna and I are gonna have our own little Christmas at our house, and we're gonna cook Polish food and open gifts and do it the Polish way. Open the gifts the night before, and then the next day we're gonna go see family and stuff. Yeah, but we're also heading up to Washington State for a little vacation, so that's on the 27th. So that'll be fun. Uncle for Uncle. I don't think I could even bring him here. Yeah, you can't bring the uncle. Sadly, he's not a thing. He is not a thing. Yeah, all right. I think we're good. So good luck, have fun to my opponent. Let's see what he's got. I played this one a couple times, but Lynn's playstyle is pretty different. Let's see here. Okay. Right on, right on. Let's have some fun, team. Let's see what the rock is cooking. Any ideas on what CA could do to make Slaughter Brute more useful? Yeah, they would either have to give it like a big durability increase and stat line increase to make it like a brutal monster. You know, like monsters that don't have any utility abilities need to just be stat sticks, and it's not really, unfortunately. It doesn't rain. Well, it's fine. If it rains, it's fine. We want to experience the rain and a little bit of weather, right? Like Californian winters are just like t-shirts and shorts during the day. You know, it's like right now outside, you could literally go out in t-shirt, shorts, and sandals. So we want to experience like some rain and some snow and, you know, a little bit of a variance in the weather. That's part of the reason why we're going up there. So, all right. So we got a Hell Cannon back here, obviously. Going to be just gods here, just shooting over the trees and cackling. Marauders are going to be moving up. And they are going to just be going to try and grab the objectives with Halberds following up. So the Halberds will be waddling. And I could send a Halberd down here too. Maybe not a bad idea to try and contest that outside point. Village is my favorite in this matchup. I'm a big Village enjoyer. He just butchers Kislev Infantry and can use the big Vortex ability. So... all right, so we got Horsemen. They're going to run into the trees, see what they can contest, and then the Hell Cannon can be in Group 3 here. I'm thinking Dune isn't really... I'm not super interested in Dune right now, to be completely honest. Maybe the itch will come back, but as of now, I'm not too interested. Yeah. I had a friend that came up from Cali that was shocked by the fact that it was raining during the summer. Yeah. Issue when I drag formations, it cancels what I want and applies a basic click move instead. I'm not sure, Eric. I'd have to... maybe if you join our Discord and you can like talk to some of the people in the general chat and they could help you out. All right. No admin stuff. I think we're golden. Let's get this party started. Good luck, have fun. Hopefully we can get this dub here. If we can win this, then our chances of getting to the finals are that much closer. I like to just at least go 3-1 is usually my goal in tournaments. You know, have a winning record and, yeah, do our thing. All right, so we're going to move these Halberd Warriors up. We're going to grab this objective. It's going to be an Ice Witch. Okay, and she's going to be rocking what? We have Hailstorm and Gust of True Flight. Interesting. The Gust of True Flight's kind of a cool one. All right, so let's run here and get you guys moving over this way. Hell Cannon is going to kind of scoot over here. And we can start ripping shots, but we just want to bombard the Kislev Infantry is really what we want to bombard. You know, that's the good shit right there. So we do have a Halberd Warrior moving up to this objective. Might be able to get it eventually. We're just going to hide in the trees for now. And cool. So we get that objective, and now we're going to go get the high ground objective. First call in, I'm tempted to call in a Chosen Halberd, actually. Because, like, the problem with calling in Chosen later is that they're going to kind of take, like, 5,000 years to get to the fight. Right? So, yeah, we can start shooting some of the skirmishers right now. I'm down to party with that. So let's get the bombardment going. And see what's cooking. Yeah, we will see what the rock is cooking. Nothing is going after my Hell Cannon at the moment, and that should do some work. But now we just start bombarding the Armored Cossars. They're a much more cost-effective target to shoot. And you guys are going to rollin'. We're going to keep rolling out there. All right, so let's get you guys to move up. We're going to do this. Get some Chosen waddling to the middle and get you Halberds moving up here. And we're going to do what I like to call a full court press. So, yep, the first shot is a direct hit on those guys, which is great. We're going to do this. And now we can leave one Marauder up here to hold this just so it doesn't get ninja'd. And the rest of the core is going to move down here. And we're going to have some fun. So we do have some Costified Dervishes looking to get into my backfield, which I'm not worried about. I can just call in Hellstriders to counter them. And the Hell Cannon shots are doing the work of the Dark Gods. So let's get you guys in here. Let's get you guys in here. You guys can screen this out, and you warriors can screen this out here. All right. And the horsemen can kind of keep tabs on you. And we do have an Incarnate Elemental Beast, which is going to be kind of hard to deal with, actually. We don't have a lot of great answers for it. Except the Halberds, I suppose. The Halberds are going to be decent, right? So when they do get there, maybe they'll be able to fight them off. All right. So the boys are hanging out here. We're going to get nailed by something or other. We don't have any good opportunities for a Vortex yet, but that's okay. And now we can call out the Hellstriders. So let's get the Hellstriders of Slaanesh and get them screaming over here to deal with these guys. We do eat a big bombardment, but it was only against Marauders, so not too worried about that, to be completely honest with you. And this objective is in the process of being stolen. So we're going to keep working on it. Let's pop this, move you guys up, and get these Chosen moving to this objective. And if we could just, like, anchor down on 2 points and live our best life, then, you know, what's not to love? Okay, there's our first Vortex target, the Watchman in the Night. That is 100% going to be what we go after. So let's get these Chosen parking right here. Let's get the throwing weapons on you. And these Halberds, I'm more than happy to have them just kind of fight over there. That's going to be very cost-effective for us. So Blood Beasts of Khorne are going to be my next call-in, 100%. You can see we get huge damage against the big monster there. So that's good value for us. All right, so Village, let's see where we want to do this. We're going to go ahead and get the... Yeah, no, they're too far over there. Halberds are doing all right, though. Yeah, they're doing fine. Throwing weapons can go right here on you. And do we want Blood Beast next? We're going to keep the Hellstriders nearby. Nobody's going for the Hell Cannon. So we're going to pop the boom, and now we're going to start shooting at these Armored Cossars, which is going to be good. We get a lot of throwing damage value, and Village and company need to just waddle over here and, you know, live their best life. Live their best life. So the Kislev Warriors causing a bit of disruption, but nothing too serious, and we're going to keep the Hellstriders back here to keep my opponent honest. Value trading is good for us. We're definitely winning the value trading. The Incarnate Elemental's, like, straight up almost dead. And I'm just waiting for the Watchmen of the Night to stay still. Although, what are these? Winged Lancers and Kislevite Warriors? Could probably get like a nice 2-for-1 right there. So I think it's worth it. All right, so pulling on back, we're going to get a big Vortex right there, and we'll get Village to waddle after you. And the Chosen Halberds will be arriving soon. Calling the Blood Beasts of Khorne. So Blood Beasts are going to go here. Hell Cannon's going to keep shooting. And we can switch the Hell Cannon onto the Incarnate Elemental just to try and take that down. And that was actually really money. You see that, guys? The HP drop there? That was pretty savage. All right, so you guys fight here. In the meantime, we can just have you guys run interference there, hunt those guys down. We do get a doggo summoned, and now we're just going to go into guard mode and hopefully rip them up here pretty good. Yeah, we intercept their harass with our Hellstriders. Blood Beasts are coming in, which are pretty good here. They'll definitely be okay at fighting these dudes. And the Hell Cannon shot is going after the Incarnate Elemental, which is running away now, so that's fine. So what we'll do is we'll just switch on to the Armored Cossars here. Chosen Halberds, let's move them up on the point. Eocold can go after the Kislevite Warriors with Village. They'll just start bashing those guys down. And cool. So Blood Beast should hit pretty hard here, and the Hellstriders of Slaanesh have almost successfully chased down this fast cav. So we're going to keep harrying them. And if he goes for the Hell Cannon, I'll be ready. So, yep, Blood Beasts are fighting. Let's get the throwing weapons going right here. We're going to get bombarded again, which feels kind of bad, but it is what it is. We'll call in another Blood Beast now. So let's get the Blood Beast moving over here and see how they do. Yeah, get the throwing weapons going here. Probably need to get our Hellstriders over there, too, to help with these big targets. Because the Blood Beasts are not super great against big threats. You know, they're okay. It's not the end of the world. But Village and company are doing good. They're just grinding it out on the point. We have a Chosen Halberd unit who's also here. So we're going to get them going after these guys. And thankfully, the throwing weapons are making this fight a little bit better. All right, so come across. Do this. The bombard from the Hell Cannon, we need to do all that. And we do have a couple Halberd Warriors fleeing the scene. The Enemy Lord is running, and the Incarnate Elemental is just going to end up battling Halberds. If we can get the Hellstriders on it too, that's a big win. All right, another Blood Beast unit is going to come down and start bashing. Let's go ahead and charge here. And do we have any funny business on the high ground? No, nothing really crazy going on here. Blood Beast able to take down that Hound too, which is great value. And the Chosen are just going to be eating it like champs. For sure. What do we have here? Streltsy? Okay, so we're going to get in the woods. My opponent doing a bit of a split press, and we're going to go try and get the Blood Beasts on those guys as the Blood Beasts do surge down to the low ground here. So let's get some Marauders out. Yeah, just get them waddling up to provide reinforcements and a little bit of mass. Throwing weapons here. And now we need to see another Vortex target, so we're going to go ahead and just eviscerate those guys if we can. Cool, so let's go get on the Streltsy here. Let's get the Marauders pushing up to intercept them too. Really good dodge from my opponent. Very well played. They were able to mostly dodge that, so that is very, very nice. Horsemen I could unsummon, and we do see some speedy boys coming to try and shut me down here. So Warriors of Chaos are very, very good at defending their backfield because of the Hellstriders. They get some of the goodies that Slaanesh has to offer. So I'm pretty well ahead here at this point. My opponent may have some healing. Hell Cannon, probably just trying to finish this thing off, is going to be the best bet. Blood Beasts are probably going to close the distance with these Streltsy, and let's get these Halberd Warriors moving over there as well. And you guys can go chase them down there too. All right, so we're going to just commit a lot of assets to try and shut that down. And now we can even make a play for the low ground. I'm thinking I'm far enough ahead that I can start stressing my opponent out by just pressing the side objectives, and we'll live our best life. But Village and Aecold are just absolute pimps. They're doing great work here. Chosen Halberds are still alive. Not by much, but we do get on top of the Streltsy with the Blood Beast, which is going to be uber cost effective for us. And let's do the Vigor replenishment on you, and the Incarnate Elemental appears to be down for the count. So let's start targeting a fresh unit here, while Aecold cuts up the Watchmen of the Night with the Hellstriders, which should not have stayed there, but it is what it is. All right, let's go down here. Yeah, Watchmen of the Night are almost dead. High ground point is being contested. We do need to get some Marauders over here, so you guys need to head over there. And let's get the reinforcements up and have them help out. On the low ground, we do get our Horsemen coming here. Let's get some Hounds over there as well to help capture that, because then we could just kind of triple cap my opponent here and be in a very comfortable position. The Chosen do finally break, but not until they occupy a lot of my opponent's attention. Blood Beasts are doing awesome work, just guerrilla pounding those guys. And yeah, let's move up. Let's move up here. Okay, so we're able to mitigate that. The Streltsy shooting is very good. Let's get the Blood Beast back here on these guys. And yeah, do we wanna? How do we want to play this? Let's like loop around here, maybe dive on these guys, although he's probably going to screen me here, which is going to be a nice play. All right, so I do manage to steal the low ground. That's going to be some Wolfheart Action ambushers. Okay. Aecold and company can come back to the middle. Let's go bash these guys down. Got to make sure we don't lose the middle objective and call in some good quality units. So let's get you, and by good quality, I mean just trash house Marauders, just so we have bodies to maintain capture weight. All right, so Akshinas are there. They're a little bit annoying here. So let's get you back. And we do get the triple cap right now, and we have the Marauders over here. We get the dive deep into the backfield here, and the Streltsy are being, attacked by the Hellstriders. Not going to kill them super quickly, but certainly better than nothing. And yeah, these Kissify Warriors, they need to go. So do I want to Vortex them? Yeah, I think it's worth it. Just get them off the middle at this point. All right, so you guys go as well. And now I can start sending some Halberd boys in. Let's go ahead and unsummon one of the beat-up horsemen here. We're going to get bombarded here, so we need to fan out if possible. Streltsy are still online. They didn't hear no bell, but as long as we just keep holding on to this triple cap, my opponent probably won't be able to get rid of me here. All right, so let's move in, get those guys partying. And is my opponent pulling value back in any sense? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so we got the Marauders heading up to the middle to maintain the capture weight. Let's get you guys on the Kossars with spears. And the Blood Beasts and Aecold able to kill those Kislev Warriors, which is very, very impressive. I think we just start reinforcing with good units now, like actual good units. Hell Cannon, let's go ahead and get it back so it's not in a weird position. High ground point, I think we're looking pretty good. I mean, the Frostworm character is trying its best, but still, it needs some milk. It's having a hard time. All right, so I think we waddle you guys to split the difference between these two objectives, right? So then we can adjust and kind of go whichever direction we need. But really, if we could just Helm's Deep on one point, that's going to be fine too. All right, those Marauders with Great Weapons got whooped on. Man, they got schooled. All right. Yeah, nice bombardment there by the Frostworm character. Let's actually rotate this way. I think it's going to be easier than dealing with the Frostworm. Yeah, we'll do this. Let's call in some Poison Hounds. Just desperation, capture weight, just to try and hold it for a little bit longer. The Marauder should get there soon with the Blood Beasts, and yeah, hopefully it'll do well. So Hell Cannon shot. Do we want to be shooting the Ice Witch? Let's get those Streltsy offline. Those things have been an absolute nightmare for me to deal with, man. And we do get the Hounds up to the point. It's going to slow the capture speed. We'll get on the Watchmen in the Night here. They're probably going to break, but the Blood Beasts will crump like all these units, I'm hoping. Cool. So we arrived at the point. We're safe. Middle objective. We still have those 8 chosen. They didn't hear no bell. Nothing to really call in right now, so we need to wait. Right, we need to hang tight. Okay, so we get that. Blood Beasts of Khorne do get caught in the Akshina Trapper Nets, which is a great play for my opponent. Very, very good stuff. The Cannon Bombard is continuing to wreck shop over there. And I think we can just call in Hellstriders. So let's just get fast and furious over here and try and win this. All right, so we're going to get on the Akshinas. Going to move you guys up. And yeah, you're going to go here. Eakolden Village. Do we have enough for another Vortex? We will soon. We have enough WOM, yeah, so we will have enough. All right, so attack here. You guys get onto the Akshina. You guys get onto the Akshina. And yep, just force path onto all those guys. Excellent. So we tore them apart pretty good right there. And we have a fresh halberd unit coming over here. Yeah, you know what? We could probably threaten that objective. Because Village and Eakold are just going to AFK over here. And we've gotten on top of the Akshina now. And we have Hellstriders that are just ready to feast. So we're going to call those guys in. All right, awesome. Yeah, Eakold's really good. He's very strong. Very, very strong indeed. All right, so let's loop around, and we can go ahead and jump on these units here. Up in the high ground, we have a halberd unit, but let's just get Hellstriders to come and help out. So the Hellstriders are going to cruise up here. Hell Cannon shot. Where do we want to go with it? Yeah, we can go after the Ice Witch at this point. They're actually reasonably good against SEs too. Blood Beasts of Khorne are gorilla pounding, so we're going to pull them back to make sure they don't get caught, and we'll pull back one Marauder so they don't get 2v1 there. Let's move Big Boy down there for a big bombardment, and the Hellstriders can go after the enemy Lord. Meanwhile, the Patriarch is going to be dying to halberds, so that is money for us. And right on. So yeah, just stuff them back here, let the Hellstriders fight some Winged Lancers, and we can get the Blood Beasts over there to intercept them, and you guys can go fight those Armored Kossars. Village is going to come down here, and yeah, the Hellstriders almost got the enemy Lord, actually. Almost. It's very close to breaking. Oh, it actually would have broken if not for Buyer Blood. So that's great. All right, let's get another Hellstrider up. Just speedy capture weight, just be disruptive. And the enemy Lord is running. Village is going to get a big old bombardment right there, a big nuke, and we'll get the Blood Beast to wreck the Winged Lancers if we can. He's probably going to loop around, though, so that's not going to be good. Oh, yeah, the Gateway of Tzeentch, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right, that's money. All right. What else is cooking? Yep, high ground's looking good. Let's get the Hellstriders to go chase you down. Hell Cannon, probably 2k value. We're going to unsummon that for a refund. And yeah, Village just one-shots that unit. He's probably up to like 2k value at least. He's doing very, very good. All right, Blood Beast run you down. And yeah, the Hellstriders actually got broken, which is weird to that Frostworm, but it is what it is. Halberd unit, probably going to grab that point. We can send some chosen halberds. Not that it matters because the game's almost over, but style points are style points. So we got to get you going there. And the Blood Beasts are starting to break. My opponent going to get this point, but we just fall back to these two, right? Like, it's fine. We're doing well enough on the field that I think we can hold. The Winged Lancers coming out. We're going to go get some Halberd Warriors in there to see if they can make a difference. Let's get some Marauders hustling to the middle to reinforce that. Hellstriders have returned. Somehow Palpa Hellstrider has returned. And they are immune to Psychology, so that's going to be very tough. So Village is going to head back to the middle. Really curious about his value. He usually gets at least 2k for me in this matchup. Yeah, he usually gets at least 2k. All right. Awesome. Another W in the column for the old man. 203 value, 1700. Meh, that's all right. He didn't bring any like really good targets for it. Mainly went Monster Mash, right? Using the Elemental Incarnate in this thing. 2500, and the Blood Beast did all right. 1400 on one, 700 on the other. Nothing crazy. Honestly, an Armored Chaos Troll might be better. Just because of the durability, but I don't know. The leadership on these guys is nice. They don't just like turn and run, which is great. All right. GG, well played. Let's report that score. Okay. No response. Just doing some admin stuff here. And refreshing. You bring any of... No, all I brought for Village Christos was just the nuke spell. That's it. Nothing else. Yeah. I have played that matchup 3 times in the past, like, 2 weeks, and it's been the same outcome every time. Like, even against, like, S-tier tournament players. Warriors of Chaos, I actually think, are unironically favored in that matchup now. But maybe on an open map, you would struggle, I feel. Like, maps where you can't use a Hell Cannon, you probably actually are not favored. The Hell Cannon is what makes that matchup favored. So yeah, on Edge of the Darkwood, Border Low, you would not want that, probably. You could still win it, but it'd be way harder, because that Hell Cannon does so much lifting. Warriors of Chaos versus Kislev. Okay. Okay, where are you at? Let's see here. Looking. And there we go. All right. There we go. All right. You should be all good now. Done. And yep. Okay, so no response here. So we got to do a little bit of admin work. Drop some folks who are AFK. And yeah, I can show you guys Warriors of Chaos builds. I have builds for a lot of matchups, but they need to be adjusted since the Blood Beasts have been added. That's something that would be big. Okay. And drop. Christmas music. Whatever. I'm sure there's copyright free Christmas music you could probably play. It'd probably be pretty janky, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so off to a good start. So far, undefeated players are Tom, Boss Toss, myself, and we have a couple more to decide here in a second. So going over the capture here, you can see we have Boss Toss, myself, and Tom who are undefeated. And then, yeah, we got to see what the other players are cooking here. Subotai playing Ash for Poland versus B6, Oishi playing Dustman. And we had a handful of people drop here, so nothing too crazy, but nothing too crazy. Okay, awesome. My next faction in today's tournament, let me go ahead and check. What's it going to be? We have Skaven. Skaven have been money for me lately, dude. I've been having so much success with them. What's your guys' favorite Christmas song? What's the GOAT Christmas song for you guys? I already have my answer in my head. It's the I think it's called the something Siberian Orchestra. It's like the Carol of Bells, like that like rock and roll Christmas song is so good. It's like a full-on orchestra that does it. That's right, David. I'm the ultimate gatekeeper. I get to the semifinals and finals all the time, and then I let the worthy win the tournaments. That's my game plan. Last Christmas is probably my favorite, though. Yeah. Last Christmas, yeah. White Christmas, okay. The Doom soundtrack, nice. God rest you, merry gentlemen. Jingle Bell Rock. Yeah, Jingle Bell Rock is really fun for sure. Dashing through the mud on a mangled rickety cart. Perfect. Yeah, there you go, Frost. He's getting in the spirits. I just bought the rest of the Skaven DLC. They're really good. Skaven are very strong right now. Yeah, that's what it is, Gerard. Grand Siberian Orchestra. I just saw them a few weeks ago. That must have been really fun. How epic was that live? Oh, that must have been so cool. Hearing them do all the Christmas songs. Okay. So got to give homie some points. Kobe is his name. What's your name on Tavern? Mattis, okay. So here he is. So we need to give him a buy round points. Here we go. And should be about ready. Fairy Tale of New York is the bestest best. Yeah. Frost, you want to write some Christmas music? Some Warhammer Christmas music? That would be fun, actually. We write some Christmas songs, get someone to sing them. Yeah. All right, awesome. So buy round point all set. It should be ready for round 3, and the dreaded March of the Rats will continue. The Skaven Vermintide will rise and hopefully conquer the old world. 1 game still to go. We got B6 and for Poland playing it out, so we're going to see who wins this one. And yeah, cool stuff, man. The retro Poland cover of Last Christmas was great. I don't know that one. I'm going to look that up. Hang on. Is that actually what it's called? Oh, shit, okay. I'll look into that. That could be fun. My favorite winter song is Painted Black. Are you talking about the Rolling Stone song? Painted Black? Oh, God. Dad sneeze. Warning. Oh. All right, my pass. Oh, God. I'm so sorry, guys. Just mid-30s things. Just like sneezing and throwing out your back, and it's great, dude. It's great. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. Okay. We're all set. Outstanding. All right, no drama so far. Skaven going to be coming up next. The map, I think, is going to be Edge of the Darkwood. Yeah, so classic open field map. A little bit of shenanigans as well. And then we got Glade of the Everqueen, the Dried Floodplain, and the Arachnarok Lair are going to be the full set of maps for today. I thought I was going to pass, yeah. So how many of you guys in chat have ever like thrown out like or pulled a muscle during sneezing? Probably for me, my most embarrassing injury was when I was, how old would I have been? 19? I was a collegiate track and field athlete, so I ran the 100-meter dash, and I ran the 200, and then the 4x4 and the 400 sometimes, but mainly 1 and 2 was my jam. And I was playing table tennis, and it was at like a pool, right? So there was like a ping pong table like next to a pool, like inside of a little like clubhouse, but the floor was very wet. So like I went for like a big forehand slam. Really put my body into it, but there was like water on the floor, so I slipped and I like severely tweaked my groin, and it took me out of like, I don't know, the first like quarter of my track season. I had to miss like a couple weeks. It was really bad. That was probably my most embarrassing injury. I'm at an age where my shoulders hurt like hell when I sneeze now. Damn, I don't have that. Okay, let's see. I've only hurt knees and back at work, never sneezing. Okay, I pulled the muscle too many times while sneezing. Who is emerging as the biggest winner of this DLC? Probably Ogres. Ogres are probably the strongest faction in the game. I think in the hands of good players, they're very menacing. Slash is just really brutal too. And Tomb Kings are doing great. Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised we're not hearing more sneezing Doom stories. Not too many. You guys take too good care of yourselves. All right. Are we ready for the next round? It is time. Let the Nurglings feast. Yeah, groin injury suck. Yep, looks like all the scores are reported, and we're going to advance the Swiss. Here we go. Yeah, Slanesh is brutal. Yeah, that whole gag from The Sopranos is pretty funny. Like, you never had the makings of a varsity athlete. I'm playing Boss Toss. Let's go. My nemesis. I feel like he's my new nemesis these days. We always run into each other. And he's such a good person too. I love playing him. All right, round 3 is live. Good luck, have fun. All right, so let's get old Boss Toss in here. And there we go. Hey, Magic D, man, thank you. That's way too generous, man. You better be some, like, wealthy tyrant or something to donate that much. Seriously, dude. I really hope you're just some miser and just are sitting on a pile of gold IRL, because I feel bad, man. Thank you, though. That is really, really generous of you, dude. And, yeah, we will put on a good fight for you. I can assure you. In your honor, the rats will feast and the rats will march. Unfortunately, my opponent does play Skaven themselves, so they know a little bit of the rat play. All right, Wookiee is there. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, Big Bison, yeah. You know what it could be? I mean, when I stopped eating dairy, man, it was a game changer. Like, dairy was so rough. Early on facing, you seem to be... yeah, early on, yeah. Boss Toss and I lately have been going about 50-50, I would say, in our matches. Early on, I was losing more of the games, though, for sure. Yeah. Okay, I don't think either Boss Toss or I have won a tournament this season, so we're both in the dregs looking for tournament wins here. Yeah, thank you. Thank you again, Magic D. That is a very generous holiday gift there. People, oh, the lobby code? That's fine, yeah. Okay. And, yep, Wookiee Blocker is up. Against the Druchii, I don't know what Skaven Lord is good. Honestly, probably just like a Claws to go to with like Howling Warp Gale and, other shenanigans. Do we want shielded rats? I don't know if you really need the shielded rats here as much. I mean, if they're shooting your clan rats, they're already doing something wrong, right? I would say. Okay. These guys have decent range. Gutter Runner Slingers have 140 range. What kind of damage do they do? 18 as opposed to 14, and they are slightly more durable against the Harass. These guys, yeah, pretty low stat line. These guys are quite a bit better there. Could try that out. All right, so we're going to try a couple of these guys, although they don't have poison. So maybe getting the poison variant, it's going to be slightly stronger. Yeah, there it is. All right. So let's get you. Let's get this. Let's get that. Cut that and that. Skrulk is pretty risky here. He definitely is in danger of getting sniped. Yeah, you would have to watch out for that. That is a dangerous one, my friends. Okay. So I think we just get 2 of you guys. And then I think we're going to need you and you. And you as well. Cool. All right, that's the build right there, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're sitting pretty with our dreaded 20 stack. Hey, Shadowfire, thanks for becoming a channel member. And Eli as well for 12 months. All right. Burning Head incoming? Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, you as a Skaven player, you just know Burning Head is on the way, and you don't like think about it. You don't let it stress you out. You know, it just is what it is. You know the Burning Head, you just have to accept your fate. And it's basically how you roll. Okay, I like that. Get a little bit of this going. And what else do we need to worry about in this matchup? Who's going to be scary for us? Are archers really scary? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think we need to worry too much about archers. Okay, probably the armor-piercing wolf rats, although Cold One Knights aren't going to be a problem, so I don't think you need to probably go for that. Probably just go for the poison variant. Okay. Everything is looking good so far. What about Doom players? Doom players might be all right. Like a single Doom player seems like a respectable tech. Yeah, I say why not. Okay, so let's get this. Let's get that. And call it a day. All right. Do I dig it? I dig it. Let's get this party started. Let's have some fun. I found out how to sometimes beat Khorne as Nurgle. You got to go full skirmish, Kugath, Rotflies. Yeah, no, it's definitely possible. Yeah, but Valkia is the meta pick, though. That's a problem. You can't, like, account a build. It'll be okay. Okay. Let's see here. Only. All right, perfect. Bring glory to the Horned Rat, says Boss Toss. Yeah, he's rooting for me. He says this one's tricky for Dark Elves. I don't know why, but we'll find out. Perhaps I needed to go Globadiers, actually. Now that I think about it, Globadiers would probably be very good. Although, I don't know. Wookiee still up? Yeah, when I play this from Dark Elves, it's Mass Dark Riders. Yeah, that's what I would expect would be Mass Dark Riders, but that's why I don't present much for them to kill, right? It's just a brick of rats. It's just rats throwing shitty pebbles at you, you know? Okay, okay. Ready, yes, yes. The deployment here is always a little bit troll. We're going to stagger our formation a little bit so we're not so vulnerable against Burning Head. I think that's a good idea. Do a little bit of this. Yeah, all right, I dig it. And then we do have 2 slingers. I really like the baseline slingers, like the cheap 450 ones. They're kind of like your Walmart version of archers, right? Okay, so then you guys are going to go hold the back point. Oh, the rat armies are so thick, dude. Okay. Get you guys out there to go hold the side point. You can take some Skaven slaves with you too, just as a kind of chaff. You got one shooty boy who's going to be kind of deep set in the army. I think Jazales are really nice. And just having like one weapon team to trundle about is really good. All right, so those guys are going to do this. And we can send a Skaven slave up to the back objective just for the memes. All right, so lining you up. Looking good. Ikit Claws, Howling Warp Gale, Cleansing Rune, the classic good stuff kit. Yeah, it's a wide build. It's a wide build. You know, we got some rat tricks. Mostly ogres in reserve and just bodies. Good luck, dude. All right. So what is cooking here? Let's get move to the objective. Let's get up here and do this. We'll get group 7, move you guys over there, and have you guys call it a wolf rat immediately to go grab that point. And we should be able to contest this for sure, although he does have regular Dark Riders there, which I don't know how well they'll trade into my Gutter Runners. Well, we're about to find out. We're about to find out, ladies and gentlemen, as we focus fire you guys. So let's get the focus fire going. Yeah, can we get all that focus fire there? All right, so he charges in, but we're in the trees, so I think we can surround this guy and maybe kill it, actually, with our 2 gutter runners, which is going to be really nice. I don't know. We do get a decent little surround there, and then you're going to throw the Ninja Stars. The Dark Riders are shaken, and they are taking casualties. In the meantime, our gutter runners are poking. Do we have a Burning Head caster here? Yeah, there's going to be a Burning Head here, 100%. All right, so we're going to pull back and maybe dodge it, partially. I'm not sure. Okay, that actually wasn't too bad, believe it or not. Yeah, we actually break a Dark Rider, so that ends up being a very even trade for us. All right. Yeah, that was actually a win. So let's retreat. Keep getting the Ninja Stars going here. Ikit Claw's on the way, so we're going to go ahead and Cleansing Rune you and do a little bit of damage, and then we can try and get a cheeky little snipe there. That would be very good. So we get the Cleansing Rune, and we're going to also do a Storm Demon, see if we can get the cackling going really hard. And does the Storm Demon cast? It does. Is it going to hit? Ooh, nice. We got the Lord down very, very low. Wow, Storm Demon penetration. Look at that. Okay. So we're going to retreat you guys back through the trees, and then we can go ahead and get some Guando rats up through the woods and just retreat all the way back, yeah. Should be fine. They don't want to fight us in the tree line. That's not good news for them. That is for sure. All right, so we're going to call some wolf rats back, and we got the enemy lord down very low out of the gates, and Guando rats are going to continue doing this. So great. Let's just retreat. We got the enemy lord quite beat up here, and the Jezzails can start shooting at the dark shards here. We'll get you at dark shards and you at dark shards as well. We're just going to fight here. Form ranks, and prepare for the glorious combat. All right, so I'm going to need a little something to defend my backfield for sure. So let's get some ogres coming up. And the skirmishers are still on their way running, but we are going to get some Guando rats in the woods to potentially head them off. And the slingers and company are doing some work. We are getting some damage. We need to protect these guys, though. And yeah, Burning Head is going to cook some of the rats. You know, that's inevitable. There's not much you can do about that. Some of the little rat people are going to get cooked. Now, let's attack these Dark Riders. Value trading, obviously, a lot of it is against the Lord right now. Slingers are still pebbling away at the Dark Shards, but we need to keep those guys alive for sure. All right, so let's retreat. Let's get you to go intercept there. And how are we looking in the woods? Yeah, we're looking pretty good, actually. We are killing some of the Dark Rider units, which is outstanding. And we do have the Wolf Rats, so the Wolf Rats are going to go feast on these guys that are trying to get into the secondary. Jezzail units do take down 1 unit there. Let's see if we can actually get their Lord if they're not paying attention. And we're going to go ahead and drop a Brass Orb over there on that fight. Great. All right, so the Wolf Rats have moved forward, and in the tree line, how are we looking? Yep, we're able to cleave them, so we're going to keep moving up there with our core. And you rats can get here. In the meantime, Jezzails are able to train on the Lord and force the Lord back, so that is going to be punishing. The Brass Orb is still going strong. A lot of shooting, but this little contingency force we have in the bushes here is very, very good. And we can use the Doom Wheel when there's no Dark Shards in range, right? That is the bread-winning play. All right, let's call out more ogres. Let's send more rats up to the fight and more ogres and ogres. And in the meantime, we're still in the tree, so we're going to go fight these Dark Riders now. And we do have the Eshin guys there. Are the Triads with them? Yeah, they are. Okay, great. So we're gonna do it. So the middle starts to go for us. We have another Cleansing Rune. Let's come back here. Let's get you guys back there. Retreat. You guys go here and get the ogres to just pound them, which is going to be money. And we do. Yeah, I don't think my opponent notices that I have the Triads there. That's very big. All right. So Jezzails are back online now, which is awesome. So let's start shooting at the Dark Shards again. And if the Lord does come close, I can get them, and we can do a little bit of a, okay, just a pretty convenient rally right there. They just literally rallied right back into it. Huge Burning Head in the woods, very clutch. That was extremely good, extremely good. I'm going to go see if I can get a Storm Demon snipe on you. So we're going to go from downtown and see if we can get this. Jezzails are going to keep shooting, and we'll call in another Ogre here in a second. Ogres can go there. You guys can go intercept here, and Ikit Claw's going to go here and just run this way. All right, so we just kind of keep the bodies in front of the dive, and then we're going to be all right. So let's move in here, do this. We do see a Manticore call in, which is pretty good. Do we have anything in the tree still? We do have our Eshin Triads. Awesome. So we can actually still go try and steal that, which is going to be potentially very good. All right, I don't know why these guys didn't charge into melee, but that was the plan. All right, so how's it looking in the middle? A little bit messy. Definitely want to get a Cleansing Rune, and I need to stabilize these Jezzails. That's going to be uber important. So you guys fight here. Slingers keep pebbling things, and yeah, just waves and waves of reinforcements coming out. Dark Riders do get broken. So let's pull you guys back, get you guys onto those, and we start to steal my opponent's back objective, which is money. And how do I want to hold that down here? All right, so let's get you guys and have you move up through the trees to pressure the back objective a little bit. You guys go there, keep these Jezzails alive, and just kind of keep value trading, because we're not in a rush. We got time. All right, Slingers can retreat back a little bit. Crows of Cain are on the way in, and another unit is going to bite the dust. We are up on value, but not by a whole lot. I have a lot of Cleansing Rune action, so I might be able to get a kill on the Druchii Lord. It's very, very beat up. All right, And the back objective theft, let's see if we can get it. So we're going to attack here and attack here. And we're going to cruise up with our boy Icket. All right, so the Jezzails, let's go after the big scary man score there. And we do beat down the enemy units trying to penetrate into our lines. Let's get a Guando Rat, move it up here, provide a little bit of support. Some Dark Shards here potentially going to be shut offline as well. And we do start to steal the back objective. So let's get the Icket Claw push here. We can do a Brass Orb right there, although he just decided to not move there, which is tough. Okay, looking good. And the Jezzails are shooting the Manticore, which maybe we're going to be able to drag down here. Let's get on this. And do we steal the back objective? It looks like we do, just barely. Yeah, just barely. I would imagine there's a burning head there, so let's see if we can dodge that. Okay, so I was actually paying attention that time, which is good. So we were able to partially dodge that. In the meantime, how do we want to do this? Okay, so Ogres can go beat down the Crows of Cain. We have been able to sweep up a lot of value in the middle. I think we need to get Icket back there to do some serious work. And let's get the Pebble throwing going this way. And now I think we just Vermintide. I think we just call in the Rat Legions. Yeah, summon the Elector Rats. All right. So they're here, Manticore is rampaging. We do manage to steal my opponent's back objective, which is huge. So let's just Alpha Strike a couple of beat units here and start to push up on the middle. Okay, Dark Shard unit overextended and isolated here. Potentially going to be very good. Jezzails could die. I don't have any reinforcements for them, so I think this is the end of the road for the Jezzails. Although they did get a Manticore kind of low, so at least they did something. It wasn't a complete disaster. On the back objective, we do Alpha Strike that unit. So let's run back into the trees now with those guys. And we have some Hound units, which can target the enemy Lord. Let's go see if we can get a free kill on that. That'd be very fun. Dark Shards do get taken offline. And, yep, Triads move up. Let's just get a sandwich here. Icket Claw on the Doom Wheel is so cost-effective, man. He's so freaking good. All right, so Pebbles are trying to pebble away, but they're struggling. I think a Doom Flare would be useful at this point, too. And we do flip the middle, basically. Yeah, the middle's going to be an easy flip for us. All right, so moving on up. We've pulled back into the trees. Witch Elves have used their weird rampage shit, so we don't want any of that smoke, so we're going to just run as we start to recapture this. I think I got this game. I'm feeling pretty confident unless I make like a big blunder. My opponent actually about to blunder right now. Running into range of Icket Claw's Cleansing Rune is going to just kill his Lord. So we're just going to try and get that, see if they're paying attention. And if they're not, okay, that's a dead Lord right there. Yeah, it's pretty low. Those things have like 3,000 HP. They're very squishy. All right, so we get the Cleansing Rune on the Druki. Let's run you back here, and you guys can go fight there. Yes, tie that down. Hopefully that will just straight up get the kill, and let's get a Flayer in there too. So we're going to call Flayers, and now that there's no Dark Shards here, it's like, makes a lot of sense to do that. And oh man, those Witch Elves are really hunting us, Jesus. Okay, they mean business. Cleansing Rune's going to kill that Lord though. That should be a big penalty to the Druki army that I think we're going to be okay. All right, let's get more of you guys. We have some Wolf Rats hiding in the bushes. We're just going to hide them here and wait to strike that back objective. Ogres and company can go there, and the Dark Elf Lord is now dead. All right. So Sniper Rats, hey, look, they came back. Very good. And let's get back on the Manticore. Let's get the Flayers coming up to party. And now I think they just lose to the Doom Wheel. The Doom Wheel is going to just absolutely punish this army, and we can get a big Brass Orb right there, too. All right, call you guys out. We don't need to leave you in the woods, I don't think. Let's get some more Rats coming up. So Rats for the Rat God, Rats for the Rat Throne. The only way I really lose this is if Icket Claw dies. So I think we just are cautious with Icket, and we call it a day. Back objectives looking stable. We got Dark Shards here. Let's do a little bit of unsummoning. And yeah, the Flayers have arrived. So the Flayers have gotten in, and they should wreck most of the infantry, right? Let's chase down the mobility. And Ogres need to come out as well. Okay, so we are able to break that position, which is good. And the entire Druki army is looking pretty beat up. So I think we just got this one in the bag. And Wolf Rats into those guys. Probably going to lose it, but it's okay. Let's get more Rats and Rats. Just swarm them with bodies. It's Skaven are like the most lore. The way Skaven play in Dom is like super lore accurate. It's like just tar pitting their opponents with just waves and waves of units. Yeah, Witch Elves are a bit of an issue, but the Doom Wheel should be able to kill them, especially with the Flayer. Yeah, because we are on a Doom Wheel. That's something people forget. He's very solid on the Doom Wheel. Yeah, no missile play really, so we could probably Cleansing Rune some of this business. Let's go ahead and grab some Rats and some Rats and send them up through the tree. So we're going to send those up towards the back objective here. It's going to take them like 45 minutes to get there, but it's fine. Witch Elves get broken, and now we're going to move you in. Doom Players need to come across and wreck those guys, and Ogres can come into Pound Town as well. My opponent has no burning heads or anything like that, so yeah, I think we're fine. All right, moving up. We're chilling out here. Ogres punching those Dark Shards in the face. And can the Flayers get on those Dark Riders? Please, please. Man, Skaven are just so solid, man. They're really, I feel like Skaven are really a slept-on faction in competitive. Like people, like when you talk to a lot of people about like, you know, top competitive this or that, you almost never hear Skaven mentioned, but like I feel like they're very, very good. All right, let's get a Cleansing Rune right there. That's going to be pretty money. And we got more Rats arriving, so let's get Rats and Rats for the Rat God. That's going to hit the entire army, which is going to feel good. And you fight here, you fight here, you fight here. And eventually we're going to get to my opponent's back point. Icket Claw rolling dirty, and the Cleansing Rune is ripping apart those Witch Elves. Anything on the back point? Not really. All right, so Ogres come on up. We get the Witch Elves broken here. Now we're going to charge into the back of this position. The lone Manscore choice, I do like that. We're going to get a Rattling Gunner coming out. We're going to go ahead and stealth them right away. So my opponent potentially can't see them advancing, right? Yeah, the Witch Elves are just getting crumped. Doom Player's a nice addition here. So the Dark Elf Lord is back, but the Dark Elf army is folding up pretty hard. We're going to try and get you on top of the Manticore, and we do have the back pressure coming too. Usually when you're this far ahead, I know the value looks close, but it's much better for us. You want to like do a little bit of back pressure on the back objectives. It works out very well. All right, so coming on in, let's get you and you. Yeah, let's just get more rats and move them up. More stinky rat people. Yes, rise my stinky rats. Okay, so the spears have arrived. Ogres are there. Players are doing it. And let's get the Doom players to the back objective. See, now it's going to force him to react to this, which is going to take pressure off the middle. Granted, the argument can be made, like, sure, you just reinforce the middle, but I like kind of, making your opponent make decisions. It's the way to do it. All right, so looking good. And you guys fight there. Doom players run over the Witch Elves. Icket Claw's going to have enough for another Cleansing Rune here. We do have multiple rat units arriving. And the Druki are just calling out mainly Cav, so that's fine. All right, Rattling Gunners are almost there. My opponent's going to see it for sure. I don't have any Ogres to call out at the moment. Let's unsummon you, and we can unsummon you, rats. Nice Burning Head right there. That's the advantage of having the Winds of Magic situation. Some saved for the late game. Yeah, let's just call it some Guando rats. They're going to be nice against the Cav spam, because usually it's very much a principle in Dom. In terms of like army building, I always think you should have most of your reinforcing infantry should be spear units, because people like to spam Cav in the mid game. It makes the most sense, right? Like they can reinforce quicker. So if you're like just all you're calling in is like spears and whatnot, then you're living your best life. All right, so let's do this. Drop another Cleansing Rune over here soon. The Doom players are just wrecking those Witch Elves, which is awesome. And are there any Dark Riders nearby? You should be able to nail him here. And the Manticore, we're going to tag that bad boy with a Cleansing Rune. Yeah, Rattling Gunners, baby, let's go. All right, players need to run. They're going to get hunted here. And this army just starts to get eviscerated. Oh, yeah, boy. That's the stuff right there. All right, do we have anything AFK? We do. All right, some more spears. Bring it on up. Are we being threatened in the back objective or not? So let's call some of these slingers over there. Let's attack here. Manticore dies to the Cleansing Rune. And we are looking good. We are looking real juicy here. There is a Burning Head caster. We killed it once, but it came back. So somehow Palpicaster has returned. Okay, spears, and that unit is running. The Dark Rider's diving here, but the Guando rats should be able to defend it. All right, let's form the ranks, but we don't want to line up. We want to split up in such a way that we can't get Burning Headed too hard. All right, so yep, those guys have been chased off. So now we're going to get the Rattling Gunners to set up shop here. Let's get some Ogres coming in to come defend. Rattling Gunners, and we can get Icket Claw doing its thing. A couple Coldwind Riders are going to be here soon, but we have so many spears nearby. And Eshin Triads, right? So it's just going to hard counter this push here. Rattling Gunners are going to have some line of sight issues, it looks like. Come on, shoot. There we go. All right. So now they're suppressed. That's what I'm talking about right there, guys. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, look at the value. Icket can chase them with his laser beams. My opponent's going to try and blob me up. Yeah, he's looking for Burning Heads, which is smart. But I don't think it'll matter too much at this point. We can just win on one. So if I just start sending waves of rats to the home objective here, it's going to be very tricky. All right, so we have some AFK rats. Let's move them up. Move them up. Rattling Gunners are going to continue going after these guys. Let's pull you in. And going for a kill on Icket Claw is certainly not a bad choice. Guando rats have gotten into combat versus the Coldwind Riders. We're going to send multiple waves of units there. Get the Ogres going after them too. Rattling Gunners here need to do this. And Ogres can hopefully punch them back. Let's use the smoke bombs. I don't know if that'll actually like get us detargeted, but seems like a fine choice. All right, back objective's fine. Let's call in Wolf Rats. Wolf Rats come up, just nibble on whatever. Rattling Gunners get back. Witch Elves are back once again, but Icket Claw counters them. That's why he's such a good Lord choice, man. Icket deals with infantry so effectively, but also can snipe SEs with Cleansing Rune. And Storm Demon does a ton of damage. That Storm Demon item is insanely good. It's insanely good. Like, Icket probably has like 4k value right now. Maybe 3k against Dark Elves. All right, Iket's just going to keep scurrying away. Let's move you up. And the Rattling Gunners are going to just start shooting at this. And we just have so many rats. If you got a Burning Head right here, that'd be freaking savage. Oh my god. We need to, like, break that formation. All right. GG, well played. Let's see what's cooking. 1,000 value in the Jezzails. Ikit got 3,000. So he's 2,300. So he exceeded his value by about 700. Doom Player was really good. 1,100 on the Doom Player. Ogres were great. And Rattling Gunners were a fun utility piece more than anything. All right. It's Cold Realm. Okay. You will. Okay, so let me talk to this player. Just Cold Realm. Okay, sorry guys, just got a little bit of adminning to do there. But yeah, Skaven are solid, man. Yeah, they're very, very good. Off stream during the week. I will try to help you fix it. All right. All set there. Yeah, the hyperbolic time chamber paid off. Yeah, we've been training in the shadows. Can we see boss's reinforcements? Sure. Oh, I already loaded out. Sorry. Damn it. Okay. And then I need to report this. We might have actually been the last game. The problem is I'm running out of my good factions. I'm only... I honestly feel like my best factions now are Skaven and Warriors of Chaos. I've already played them, so now I'm going to have to start playing some of my weaker factions. I didn't pick Chorfs today, though. Chorfs could have been fun. Dark Elves. All right. Always love when Skaven win. They're the Florida of Warhammer. That's really funny. Yeah. Well, Lizardmen have some Florida, though. They literally have gators in their army, so yeah. All right, Scrambled Egg and B6 are playing, and then that is going to be the last one. Okay, 1 to go. So let's see how everybody's doing here. Subuchai, I believe, is he undefeated? Or did he lose round 2? He lost round 2, okay. So the only downside of our situation right now is we don't have strong tiebreakers. Boss Toss is likely to win their next game, so that will bump up our tiebreaker. We're going to need wins from our other tiebreakers as well. We'll show you guys what it's looking like right now, what we're cooking with. So Dustman and I are undefeated. Ash is undefeated. Tom's still playing. So the only 2 undefeated players are myself and Dustman. Yeah, but my tiebreaker isn't great. I only have 4 opponent points. So Boss Toss needs to win their next game. We need Lydden to win. I think Lydden lost this round. No, Lydden did win. Okay, so if Lydden and Boss Toss win, my odds of top 4 are very good. Granted, I'm probably going to play Dustman or Ash right now. So yeah, we'll see how we do. So what's the rock cooking with? Next, I have Greenskins. Greenskins are pretty solid. They're a very good faction. Skaven seem pretty good now in the meta right now, too. What are Skaven? Skaven are sitting at a 50% win rate. Very fair and balanced, it would appear, which is good to see, with a lot of games played as well. Next map is going to be... we have the Glade of the Everqueen. It's a good hybrid map. Glade of the Everqueen is like good for shooting. It's good for ambushing. Plenty of, little hills and elevations that make gun lines a little bit harder to play, but also like open enough for them to be viable. Ogres are from Alabama. Yeah, could be. Never been there myself. Florida is less a space than a state of mind. I'm sure we have some Florida folks in chat. Do we have any Florida men in chat just doing the wildest shit and appearing on online articles? How does the format work? Yeah, so you pick 6 factions from in order, and there's 6 rounds in total in a Swiss tournament, including semis and grand finals. And you just play those factions in order. So For me today, I picked Kislev, Warriors of Chaos, Skaven, Greenskins, Khorne, and Nurgle. So this is round 4, so I'll play my number 4 faction, which is Greenskins. If I get to the semifinals, I will play Khorne. If I get to the finals, I'll play Nurgle. Because I feel like Nurgle is my best chance of winning in the finals. Although arguably maybe Skaven or something, but I don't know. It's hard to say. Okay. What is the rock cooking? And here we go. Ogre Scream Appalachian Mountains. Yeah. Powerful stuff. Yep, still waiting on one game. So should be all good in the neighborhood. I'm from Florida. Haven't been there in 10 years. I have been in a newspaper before when I was a child, though. Nice, dude. There you go. There you go. What's more powerful, Florida or the Californian Central Valley? What's the more powerful entity or state of mind? Probably Florida, right? Would have like more of the reputation. Search for Florida man in your birthday to know your inner Florida man, everyone. Okay, I'm going to do that real quick. So okay. Florida man without arms charged after allegedly stabbing someone. Oh my God. How did that happen? A Florida man with no arms has been charged by authorities for allegedly using his feet to stab a tourist from Chicago with a pair of scissors. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty next level. No arms and just using his feet. Yeah. I'd love to get into Warhammer 3 multiplayer. Oh, there's nothing stopping you. Come join the party. I mean, understandably, it is a little bit expensive, but... All right. Yeah. I thought mine was... That's a pretty good Florida man, though. Mine's pretty solid. Yeah. All right. So what's it going to be? Are we ready for the next round? Refreshing. We'll find out. Man, they're still going. Okay. Let me make sure they're not having any problems. Yo, let me know when done. Okay, I just messaged Scrambled Egg. They're playing right now, so we'll see who wins their match. Florida man was arrested. Okay, Florida man was arrested for allegedly attempting to run to London across the Atlantic Ocean in a self-made vessel resembling a hamster wheel. So did he just get one of those big inflatable balls that you can like, you know, sit in while you roll down a huge hill, like those cushioned see-through like plastic inflated things, and he was like trying to run across the ocean in that? Huh. I've never tried that, Ashton. No, I haven't. Your Florida man is a kid. Yeah. Let's hear your Florida man. All right. So you guys, if you get a good one, if it's kind of mundane, don't worry about it. But yeah, Google Florida man and your birthday and let us know what comes up. I want to see who's got the goat. So far, I feel like mine's really good. That one's pretty hard to beat. They're the main characters. We just live in their world. It's true. Okay. And here we go. Okay. Refreshing. And we should be ready to go. Cool. So we're going to advance to Swiss, see who we're going to get in the next round. 0-3, baby. That's right, Archer. I believe in you. You know, you're the true Chad here, Archer. You coming in, going 0-3, and just no mercy. I love it. All right. So goblins. Round 4 is ready. All right, so we got Ash this round, and we're on the Greenskins here, which are a very solid faction. Love the Green Tide. So Ash, yo. Let's do it. Haven't played against Ash in a while. Last time I played Ash was 2020. Damn, last time we played 2020. That's crazy. I'm looking at my chat history with Ash here, and the last time we played was 2020. Oh, man, that's nuts. That's a long time. All right, so we're on Greenskins. Let's see what they're playing. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and drop this. Okay, do we have the same birthday? Probably. My birthday is July 12th. Yeah. Okay, I'm reading some of them. I'm reading some of the Florida mans here. Drunk Florida man stole school bus for joyriding trip to Miami. Florida man with Florida tattoo on forehead arrested for calling 911 to ask a ride home. Florida man steals alligator from golf course, tries teaching it a lesson by throwing it on the roof of a bar. Florida woman offers favors for $25 in chicken McNuggets. Oh, that's just kind of sad. Florida man arrested for pulling off a $100,000 frozen bacon heist. Damn. There's some good ones here. We might have to have like a vote on this. A Florida man said demons took control of his body after he... Oh my God, that's wild. Happy birthday. Yeah, not quite. You seem skilled. Rob's gonna get top 4. All right. So what are they playing? Corn. Oh, the corn boys here. All right. So this matchup is interesting. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what we did last time. Okay, so let's get you and just cut this and then do that. Nice. Then we're going to want to get an Orc Shaman probably. The Mumbo Jumbo dance is pretty sweet. It is very, very cool. So we're going to get that, we're going to get this, and we're going to get that. Power of the Wog isn't bad. Get you on a War Boar. Yeah, my chances of making top 4 are pretty good, win or lose. This matchup is definitely Khorne favored, but it's not unwinnable. That is for sure. We have a couple cool options here. There's 2 ways to go about this. You can kind of go fisticuffs with Khorne and try and just like bash them up close and play the fight with them, which is fun. I am going to try something risky because I've been wanting to see if it works. I've been wanting to see if this style will work against Khorne as of late. Okay, so that looks good. Yes, awesome. Love to see it. And aside from this, yes, Skull Cannons are a little bit scary here, aren't they? Are we really worried about the Skull Cannon, though? The Skull Cannon is a little bit troll. The biggest Squiggus are obviously decent here. They can do some work. Ragnarok Spider Flinger is kind of a cute idea. He's going to bring the thing, isn't it? Which thing? The Rogue Idol? Is that what you're talking about? You guys want the Rogue Idol? Is that the fantasy that chat's living right now? I wonder if Rogue Idols are decent after this recent. I mean, a good Khorne player is just going to kite you and avoid you, right? Yeah, Fanatics are decent here for sure. Mixing in a Fanatic to throw some ball and chain action is pretty cost effective, I would say. All right, so then we're going to want Boar Boys. I mean, in reserves, yeah, you definitely want some Boar Boys. Okay. Savage Orcs in this matchup, probably decent. Into Marauders and those kind of, tier of infantry. Boar Boy Biggins, I think you need a couple at least. You gotta put some respect on their name. Artillery Poke is viable, potentially. It might be good. Wrathmongers are scary. The Khorne Skull Cannons are scary also. You gotta watch out. With the prevalence of Khorne Gores, they definitely throw a wrench in things. I don't have the heroes. Swamp Things are good. They do have the Overwhelming Odor, which I like. I think that's a pretty nice little boon. What about you to chase that down? That's actually not bad, but the fact that this thing rampages just makes it shit. Like, I was looking at the Feral Manticore to, hunt down the Skull Cannon, but the fact that it rampages just makes it a little bit too dodgy. The Rogue Idol Dream is dead? Yeah, for me, it's dead, too. I'm not messing with the Rogue Idol too much these days. Yeah, this is a very risky build, but it could honestly work. This is what I like to call my power fantasy build. And if it works, then it's super cool. All right. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. Do I need any, cheap mobility? I don't think so. All right, team. Go Azag and double Rogue Idol. Don't put that evil on me. No. Don't you guys want me to win? Or at least try to win? Trying to get me to bring these crap house units. How much does this cost? Orcs at a best. And yeah, this one's pretty good actually. How long does that last? 27 seconds? Okay. Let's find a way to try and squeeze that in there. Any more items we can do? No. I think we need to cut one of these and then get a couple of these homies. Got to worry about the hounds. Release the hounds. Okay, and then we got 800 Gs left here. The Ruggled's armored orc boys are kind of an interesting tech, right? But don't they just get smashed up by Valkia? Probably so. Do we really need to worry about Valkia that much, though? She is a little bit scary, but... For the last infantry choice here... Mangler Squigs. I wonder how Mangler Squigs will perform here. Like, if they have any viability. Power of the Wa. We have Rabble Rouse. Do we need ITP, though? Not really, actually, so we could probably cut that. All right, let's see how this goes, man. This is a super ambitious build, like super ambitious. This could be an absolute slaughter, or I might actually be able to surprise my opponent. It's a risky one, but I want to test it out because my odds of making top 4 are very good, even if I lose. So now is the time to experiment and take chances, I feel. Yeah. Yeah, Reginald Puggington, great minds think alike, bud. My tiebreakers are pretty strong. It depends on how it goes. Yeah, I think I'm guaranteed a top 4 spot. All right, cool. So win or lose, I'm guaranteed. I feel like a single feral wyvern working against Khorne is fast enough to dodge Khorne Gores. Yeah, but the problem is it rampages. So if they do any damage to it, they can rampage it into Khorne Gores. We're in round 4 of the tournament right now. Karanak incoming. I'm not worried about Karanak. Gorbad can beat him up. Gorchad will just drop the base there. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we went with heavy metal army. Heavy metal. We have the Blackworks. Well, Fridays. And then we got the Skirmisher Corps. So they're going to be out just grabbing objectives and living their best life. We got Gorchad. Let's put 3, put you in 1, and then 2. Then we have the Black Orc boss. So the idea is, I have the Black Orc boss with his brass cleaver. He gives plus 8 melee attack, and then Gorchad gives plus 10. So plus 18 melee attack to like a brick fighting. Seems like it could be pretty gangster. And we do, of course, have an Orc caster who's going to be buffing. I always like buff spells against Khorne. And then we got one Mangler Squig, just to maybe have them explode on some good infantry. Heavy metal. All right. This build is rock hard for sure. I mean, yeah, it's rock hard. So we're going to roll up here. And good luck, have fun to my opponent. Yeah, Gorchad is a pretty good fighter, and he does have the Orc to best to help win some fights. Obviously, Khorne Gore spam is a problem, so I mainly didn't go too heavy on Cav. I have 3 Cav units, but that's it. So we got Skull Taker here. Love to see it. So hopefully we just have a big pit fight over that objective. Double Skull Cannon. Oof. That's kind of what I was worried about, was the Skull Cannon play, but we're going to go try and drain their ammo with some of these units. Yeah, see if we can use our skirmishers to drain the ammunition. All right, so let's move it on up. Let's grab these objectives. The Skull Cannons, I'm hoping they start shooting at my goblins here. This is going to be dodgy. I don't know how good they're going to be against my Blackworks. It could be a big problem. Okay, so they are shooting at my goblins, which is to be expected. In the meantime, I think I just save for something big, like Acid Burper, some big fighter. We got Skull Taker on a motorcycle, Bloodletters, and yeah, that looks like it's going to be it. So let's grab this objective. I could reinforce the back. I think I'm just going to send a Savage Orc over there just to kind of hold it down. And Gorchad is going to run up. And yeah, we got the Bloodwake Berserkers here, so we're happily going to shoot those guys. But I think we should be able to take Bloodwake Berserkers. I'm not like too stressed about it. Gorchad's going to go over here and yeah, maybe be able to hold on to that point. All right, so the boys are almost here. We're going to get them lined up there. In the meantime, let's shoot the Skull Cannon. Let's shoot it, and let's charge it with Gorchad. Savage Orcs might arrive on time. I'm not sure. The Goblins are taking a little bit of damage here, and yeah, good. We're luring them away from the objective, which is nice. Yeah, I'm nervous about the double Skull Cannon, though. I almost went Mass Doom Divers, which would have been really funny, but yeah, I don't know how well that would have worked. Because then I just don't have anything to deal with the Bloodwake Berserkers, right? So Savage Orcs will be arriving soon. Let's call the Skirmishers over to keep shooting at you guys. And Gorbad versus Motorcycle. Is he on his throne? Yeah, I don't know if I want that fight, though. That's actually kind of a scary fight. All right, so you guys are going to go park right here to make sure we don't lose that objective. The Blackworks are in the trees here. We get the Blood Beasts coming on out. So the Blood Beasts are very frightening. And let's call in the Swamp Things, because of the leadership debuffing shenanigans. That should be pretty nice. All right. So Gorchad is nearby. We're going to try the Black Work Brick and see how it works. Hopefully we can advance up and get some good fighting in there. All right, and we do get some firepower here. Savage Orc's able to get a little bit of DACA down, but nothing too scary. And so far the Skull Cannons haven't been too devastating. It's not been the end of the world yet. I do feel like my build is a little bit ill-equipped to deal with large things, but it is what it is. So Savage Orcs go right here, and let's call some more Savage Orcs in here as well. All right. So we're advancing out, and we're going to get our big brick of boys coming, and Gorchad is going to maneuver across. We're keeping our skirmishers on the objective just to maintain the capture weight. And cool, so let's have some fun. Let's see how this goes. Gorchad can go charge the Hellforge Bellowers. We got Swamp Things coming on out, and it's going to be a nice, good old Crumpin' fight. You guys shoot here. We have another Savage Orc unit running on up. Black Orc's taking a pounding, but we're going to charge the Hellforge Bellowers and hopefully get them off the objectives. We're going to take one Black Orc unit over here. Put them in group 4 because we're going to need it. And now the Bloodletters have arrived. So this is where it gets a little bit messy. Colin, yeah, we can do an Orc Boar Boy to fight the Bloodletters. That's going to be pretty cost effective. All right. So we do get the objective here. And now we're going to get charged, it looks like. Maybe. Let's get you guys in here. You guys in here. We want the Swamp Things on you and the Mangler Squigs on you as well. We're going to get you fighting here. And Gorchad was able to chase that thing away, but we're going to need him back there. All right. So unfortunately, we are getting harassed here. Pretty good. But we're going to get the Boar Boys, and they're going to go over here. And now we can go ahead and start buffing. So we're going to start buffing the boys up. So we're going to do this, get onto these guys, get the Mangler Squigs on top of the Bloodwake Berserkers. And yeah, we need Gorchad over here. Gorchad unfortunately got a little bit caught up, but we're going to do Orcs are the best. So that's going to sauce those guys up. And now in the meantime, we do get the Savage Orcs fighting here and here. And the Boar Boys do get a nice little head-on charge right there. All right. So how's it looking here? Yeah, Gorchad is now in the mix of the fight. We're going to go after the enemy lord here. My wizard is getting pounded, so a little bit of sloppy micro on my part. But hopefully Gorchad can fix that fight. Yeah, maybe. We're going to see. Let's call some Boar Boy Biggins, get him out here, and just keep running with you. In the meantime, the Blorks are fighting, and hopefully it's going well. It's honestly a little bit hard to tell how this fight's going. Boar Boy's fighting, Savage Orcs fighting. You guys are going to come here, and we're going to run across this way. All right, so we do have the enemy lord a little bit trapped up. He's taking a bit of a beating here. The Boar Boy Biggins are going to be screaming across the field, trying to provide some support. We're just going to wait for the buffing magic. The Blorks are fighting, but they are taking a lot of damage. Skirmishers here are going to keep shooting, but yeah, they're having some problems. And those Blorks just got wrecked. Oh my god. That's not good. All right, so keep working on you. So let's keep bashing and keep bashing. The Black Orcs and the Trolls there are doing pretty good. Blood Beasts are very, very damaged. And what do I want to call out here? Is there anything I can call in? Fanatics, maybe? Boar Boys? Sure, we'll call some Boar Boys out there. All right, so the wall is active, so that's going to be fighting time. So let's just continue this fight if we can. You guys go over here. The back objective's looking very messy, though. We do have a Savage Orc unit still going strong. But I guess the real combat's going to come down to winning on this side. That's going to be the bread-winning play. So Blorks are trading okay into the Bloodwake Berserkers, actually. These Blorks are doing very good. Let's go get those Hellforge Bellowers if we can. We're going to go ahead and do a... let's see. How do we want to do this here? Yeah, we'll do it right there. Move you guys into fight as well. We do get the Boar Boys charging in there. And those are the anti-large Boar Boys, so I'm hoping that they'll be able to get the job done. All right, so Skirmishers are still poking here. We are in a hard fight. Gorchad is going to be buffing up the boys pretty hard, and we do get the Brass Cleaver dudes in there. Let's get some Savage Orcs, roll them up, and we don't need 2 Boar Boys on that unit, that's for damn sure. These are the Biggins, which is really the important one. Let's do the Blorks here, buff them up, call you guys in to charge the Blood Beasts, and how's Gorchad doing? Gorchad is doing great. He's fighting very well. The Black Orcs are fighting to the bitter end, but they're probably going to crumble out here soon. Let's continue the shooting, go after the Corn Gores here, and you guys can come after this, and you guys stay and fight those. Looking fine. And I'm tempted to call it a Mangler Squig again, actually. I think that could be kind of fun. All right, let's keep you nearby, and keep Gorchad just bullying, and he's going to do Orcs who the best again, so we're going to do it on the Trolls, and even though he says Orcs who the best, he's buffing up the Trolls, which is pretty funny, actually. And cool, so let's keep hunting here. Skirmishers are doing it. We're going to need to start playing the home objective a little bit, so we'll get some Fanatics over there to, you know, try and bump and grind against those. And the wall fight is actually doing a lot better than I expected, and Gorchad is a very, very underrated fighter. I don't know what my caster is doing over there. Obviously, I got a little bit excited. Oh, he's rolling with those guys, and those are what kind of infantry? Bloodletters of Corn. Yeah, they're gonna win there. So we should peace out and get our Boar Boys out of that situation. All right, so let's do this. And over here we got some Savage Orcs coming in. Unfortunately, the Furies have lent their blade to the fight, but we do actually break the Cornate Infantry position, which is huge. Let's get Swamp Things back here. If Gorchad can take down Skulltaker, then that could be a big win for us. Yeah, so we need to get the reinforcements over this way. All right, so let's do Ere We Go here. So we're going to buff up the boys. Oh, no, did I just misclick? No, cancel the cast. There we go. Cool. So we cancel the cast here. We're going to buff you, keep you on this, get Swamp Things on you, get the Boar Boys to come in as well. If we can win this fight, man, that's going to be really, really massive. And we do start to take the home fight, too. All right, let's call in a Mangler Squig. They're going to be kind of useful for cleaning out a lot. And it looks like Skull Taker's -3. We got him crumbling. We got him crumbling, ladies and gentlemen. Who would have thought Black Orcs would be meta? That wasn't on my bingo card, but they did take a beating from those guys. But aside from that, pretty good stuff. So we retake the home objective. Let's get our skirmish cab over here and have them come rear charge the Bloodletters and help out a little bit. Gorchad is still alive. I need to make sure he stays alive. Savage Orcs and company doing it. Okay, so the enemy lord is dead. Mangler Squigs are going to be on their way in. Could use them against the Corn Gores. I'm not sure if I want to, though. So we're going to get the Mangler to do this. Oh, the invisible Mangler bug. That's right. It's so haggard. All right, so we're just going to keep Gorbad right there. We're going to do the buffs here, keep the Black Orc boss nearby. And we do get a good rear charge into the Bloodletters. Hopefully that will be able to crumble them. Let's do Fanatics. Release the Fanatics. And now they can fight together. How do I want to get to this side objective? That is the question. I think we need to call in just infantry. Yeah, just get the bodies moving on up. We do start to get the capture weight again. It's pretty close. The Wrathmongers, though, guys, we're actually like dealing with Wrathmongers pretty well, I would say. Corn Gores get ripped up. So now we're just going to chill right here. And we do get our Skirmishers just dying, which is okay. Skull Cannon, unfortunately, is generating more ammunition. And do I make a play for my opponent's home objective? Why the hell not? You know, why the hell not? So yeah, Wrathmonger is getting flattened by this massive buff brick, right? That's really fun. In the woods, yeah, let's get rid of our Skirmishers. Maybe we can resummon some fresh ones for capture weight at some point. That's got to be nice. And let's get the Boar Boys going after you. And the Mangler Squigs are going to get into the Corn Gores there, which is fine. Because when they die, they'll explode. So that's pretty money. Okay, my caster died there. I let it die to these Corn Gores, really Bronzodia. All right, so we got the objective. We're going to do Orcs to the best. Buff up whatever we can, probably the Trolls. You guys go here. And we're going to release some Fanatics right through this formation and hopefully be able to win that fight. We've got some Black Orcs coming back out. Our caster should rally at some point. Yeah, hopefully. We'll see. Black Orcs. Let's get the Black Orcs coming up to hopefully win again. Gorchad is helping the team fight. The Swamp Things need to pull back a little bit. And are we winning this fight here? Yeah, the Mangler Squigs were able to do some work, but I don't know if it was worth. Let's get some Savage Orcs to reinforce our home point. We got to make sure we don't lose that. All right, so advancing up are the Blorks, and my caster hopefully will return soon. This game is closer than you would think. Let's do it ere we go. So that's an insane buff. 40 melee attack in like a brick fight like that is just Bread City. So let's get you. I think we got to go chase this character down. Gorbad is still buffing the boys up. Swamp Things are in there helping out. Fanatic's able to win their fight, so let's retreat them back a little bit. We're about to get another Waaagh, which is going to be good. So let's go get on that Skull Cannon. Those Black Orcs actually did some nice work. All right, we need to keep Gorchad nearby for the buffs. Savage Orc should be arriving at the home objective. We still have a Mangler Squig there fighting, which is fun. Let's get some Boar Boys coming out just to help where they can. Maybe charge down that Skull Cannon. And yeah, Gorchad buffing the boys with the Black Orc boss is super heavy metal. All right, so the Orc Shaman actually kills the Skull Cannon. You know, he's a decent little fighter. He's not a joke. And we just need to deal with the next Wrathmongers here. So Fanatics are going to come. Let's release the Fanatics. Oops, not my best throw, but it is what it is. Let's do the Waaagh. Get that going here. And yeah, so Blorks are on their way up. Gorchad is here. We need to keep the infantry there and keep Gorchad out of harm's way. Greenskins are a faction that really suffer if their lord dies, so I definitely cannot be put in that situation. We're going to need the Boar Boy Cav over here, though, or else we're going to lose our home objective. All right. So Wrathmongers are strong, but apparently Greenskins can fight them with their own big Ard boys. Let's call it some Skirmishers to maintain cap weight, so we're going to do that just to hold on to the objective here. We got Savage Orcs, and we're chilling now. Okay. So we just need to hold 2 and we win. And the fact that Skull Taker is dead is really, really big. All right. Yep. Let's fight it out. What do we got here? Just some Wrathmongers. Yeah. What are these? Blood Beasts of Corn? Yeah. Cool. So we're sitting pretty. Let's get our Skirmisher Korra back online. We can use them to shoot at Blood Beasts and just, you know, control the battlefield a little bit. Keep you guys over there. And this fight looks pretty good to me. There's like a healthy unit of Black Orcs. Let's move here. Probably leave the boss here. Gorchad can move between the 2 points. My opponent going to make a play for my home objective, obviously. That's the smart play, because it's slightly less defended. Let's unsummon you guys, get you back in the pool, and we're going to rush across now to try and make sure we don't lose this. Okay, so Skirmishers, let's just have them poke Furies. More than happy to do that. And you guys move here. Let's keep Gorchad nearby. We're going to keep this healthy Blork unit and the boss, as well as the Trolls, although we can get behind the trees in the back corner. That's going to be a little bit stronger. All right, so we're going to shoot here. And what does he have? Bloodletters and Blood Beasts being called in. You know what? I honestly don't hate the Mangler Squig here. Mangler Squigs are in a pretty decent little state now, I think. They're not OP, but they're quite good. Okay, so yeah, we need to get over there and help out because this is going to get messy real quick. All right, shoot you. You got the spears at the ready, General. And, yeah, Mangler Squigs are cruising on in. The side objective is going to be held. Close game. We got things regenerating, which is really, really nice for us. And Savage Orcs into Bloodletters is not a terrible fight, if only our caster was a little bit closer. I think my caster did actually just route off the battlefield. All right, so we're going to charge here, and we're going to get the Mangler Squigs moving into fight. And you guys go here. Gorchad is just going to go provide the combat buffs. He's going to do Orcs are the best. Give him a huge damage buff right there, which is sweet. We're going to keep you here. And Skirmishers looping around the back of my army. Let's get more Boar Boys coming in. All right. And Gorchad. Yeah, look at the stat buff, man. That's super nice. Mangler Squigs versus Blood Beasts is fine. We want them on the Bloodletters, though. That's where they'll do the most damage with their explosion. And you guys just chase down these. Pull back. I don't see any play going for my back objective. My opponent's pretty much all in on this. But Gorchad is going to give them really, really good stats. And we do bait them into a cav charge there, it looks like. Nope, good cav, good micro. This player's also undefeated, so clearly we're playing the big dogs now. I'm out of Winds of Magic, so not a huge deal. Let's call Swamp Things over just to be safe. I think that's going to be fine. Get some Savage Orcs running on up. And you guys shoot at the Blood Beasts again. And Gorchad and company hopefully know how to hold it down. Is he going to attack me with these guys? I think he is. All right, the Boar Boys should be able to deal with them, though, I think. I think so. Savage Orcs taking it down, so they're able to put the Pound Town beating on these guys. Gorchad, I'm leaving out of combat because if I get him in combat, he could potentially die, which is not good. So, all right, stay on the objective. We got Swamp Things waddling over. Minotaurs of Corner here. Orc Boys are decent, but not super stalwart. The Blorks, hopefully I'll just pass my opponent and be able to win on just one soon. It looks like the Furies are going to be landing back in there. All right, Boar Boy Biggin for sure is going to be the next call-in. For sure. Because our lines are starting to falter now a little bit. We probably need to get Gorbat in combat. As much as I didn't want to, it's going to need to be the case. We are getting good shooting into the Blood Beasts and whatnot. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of DACA. Orc Boar Boy Biggin is the next call. I can't afford to pull those guys off that objective because Corn's really quick and could Corn Gore me and steal that point. So I need to leave something. All right. Savage Orcs are arriving. Let's get the Savage Boys over there. And how are we looking? Yeah, we got the Swamp Things fighting. We got Savage Orcs still fighting. Gorbad just giving a... Dude, do you know how much value Gorbad's providing? It's nuts. Like, he is such a stat stick. 10-10 stat line increase on, like, all these important fights is just so good. Those are Minotaurs, so we got to watch out. We're going to do Orcs to the best and buff up these Savage Orcs here. All right, looking good. And we're going to retreat from these Furies a little bit, but the Savage Orcs should be able to get it done. Boar Boy Biggin's coming. My opponent's sending some Wrathmongers to the backside, which is fine. The Black Orcs and the boss should hold them for long enough for me to win the game. And then Gorchad can go back over there if need be, right? All right, so let's go this way and take the mobility over there. You guys can unsummon, although at this point unsummoning is kind of stupid. We're just going to call in Fanatics. They can use their ball and chains to kill some of the infantry if they need to. All right, Blood Beasts of Corn. Definitely want to charge them with the Boar Boy Biggins. Let's get you guys over there and pull Gorchad and the Skirmisher Corps over here. For sure going to be able to win on just one here soon. The Boar Boy Biggins do get a good charge there. Unfortunately, they're going to be rear charged by Furies, which feels bad, but it is what it is. And now we got the fight of fights. It's going to be the Black Orcs versus Bloodwake Berserkers round 2. So let's charge these Warhounds with Gorbad. Should be enough to break their back. With Gorbad there, their stat line is actually 25-25. So they suddenly become pretty decent little fighters. All right, so, yep, looks like the back objective is won. My opponent very scrappy. And let's get Savage Orcs coming up to reinforce that point. We do break those guys. And the Bloodwake Berserkers are absolute menaces, but, we're putting up a good enough fight against them. So let's get behind them, get a big rear charge prepared. Swamp Things have rallied. Let's get them back on the objective here. And the Fanatics can loose the ball and chains. I don't know if we need to, really. We'll just get in combat here. All right, fight and fight. And Gorchad, how we looking? Yep, rear charge Bloodwake Berserkers. You can see the Black Orcs trade very well into them. It's not like an amazing kill, but they're immune to flanking also, so rear charging them is not really going to do anything, but it's more bodies piling in and doing damage. All right, team. Looking pretty good. Colossal Squig. Could have been a good choice. Fury's being called in. They're not going to save him. Fury's unfortunately have no capture weight for him. All right, GG. Undefeated in rounds of regulation, baby. Let's get it. All right. That was a sweaty one. I thought I was going to lose when I saw that build. The Skull Cannons. We only had one, but it did get 2,500 value. How badass were those Black Orcs in the beginning? Holding and fighting 1,600, 1,000. Who would have thought this was the meta we would be arriving on? But yeah, the buff combo worked. The boss still got 1200 value himself. Plus, we also got just plus 18 melee attack buff and a brick. Oh, dude, it's so good. Yeah, that was fun. Unfortunately, no more greenskins for me in the tournament. GG, well played. Close one. All right. Still got it. All right, sounds good. I will give him the loss. So let's report the scores. Yeah, it was fun. So 1 and here, and that's got to be greenskins versus corn. So now I'm playing corn next. I haven't played corn in ages. Not ages, but since the DLC early access, I haven't touched them. So we're going to have to just raw dog it and figure this out. You know, that's the cool part about the Pick 6 tournament is it pushes your limits of your faction knowledge, you know? So now we're going to play corn in the next round. And we have you. Okay. Drop it like it's hot. And yeah. We got one game still to finish. Let's see who our opponents are going to be. Probably going to have to play Boss Toss again. Yeah, Boss Toss is in top 4. Ash is in top 4. But they can't play those factions again. This isn't an SFT, right? So people are getting switched to other factions, which is really fun. Really fun. Overall, it's a victory for us. Like, I'm happy. We're undefeated in regular rounds. We've beaten several really good players. I'm happy. Win or lose, that's a good run. All right, so next up we got one game. Okay, and then we're in top 4. Scrambled Egg and Dustman basically battling it out for a top 4 spot. Yes, yes. The gang and I are going to be doing the Scarlet Monastery tonight. We're going to be doing the Armory and probably the Cathedral, which will be fun. Don't waste your time bringing the Bellower's corn. Bring more Unga Bunga. I agree with you, Maverick Sloth. Yeah, I'm not tempted by the Sweet Siren, which is the Hell Cannon. You have to go R-Ball since you're undefeated. Valky is so good. Dropping Fanatics while running forward does more friendly fire than enemy damage. Well, that's part of the Goblin experience. I think that's like how it should be played. You know, Goblins just clubbing themselves. If only it worked like that in tabletop, but alas, those Fanatics, they get you pretty good. Okay. And what is cooking? Looking fine. So myself, Boss Toss, Ash is still top 4, and Dustman and Scrambled Egg are like competing for the spot right now. If Scrambled Egg wins, he probably gets the spot, although it might still be close. Oishi is close, but Oishi didn't quite make it. Subutai looks like he's a little bit under as well, because he did lose a game to Ash earlier. Did I see the latest donation? Oh, Rando. Yeah, sorry I missed that, boss. Merry Christmas, big man. Hey, Rando, right back at you, dude. Sorry, I did miss that during the game. It was super heated. Have you been playing any High Elves in Old World? I know we were talking about that. Skull Taker on a throne is glorious sight and insanely cost effective. I agree with you. He seems really good. I mean, Gorbad was up to the task of killing him, which was good. Because Gorbad's a really good fighter, actually. He's very good. So much better than Grimgor. You see anyone play Marlon Scarbrando anymore? Yeah, he's okay in a couple matchups. He's okay. I would be down to try some Skull Taker, though. I think that'd be fun. R-Ball is my boy, though. I really like R-Ball. He's probably my favorite Corn Lord to use. We'll see, though. I'm trying to win today. This is a sweaty tournament. I'm not memeing about, so I'm playing for keeps. Okay. Okay, so we got that. It looks like Dustman's going to be taking the top 4. And here we go. So I think we're all set. And yeah, we have our top 4 now. Great. And yep. Looks all set. Okay, top 4 time. Good luck, have fun. So we're going to advance to the top 4. It's a pretty clean top 4 there. Yeah, Grimgor just sucks. Yeah, he just sucks, unfortunately. And who is it going to be? Let's see who I'm rematching against. It's going to be a rematch because I literally have played 2 of these guys already today. It's me versus Boss Toss again. That's funny. All right. Top 4 time. All right. Boss Toss versus Turin. And Ash versus, who's Ash going to be playing against? It's going to be Dustman. We got Ash and Dust facing each other. That's kind of funny. All right, so we got the old Boss Toss. He's coming back for vengeance. Yeah, he's coming. All right, Boss Toss. Round 2. Let's see what the Rock is cooking, and let's see what faction they're playing. Hopefully it's not a mirror match, but the Blood God is with us, and we are on what map? We are going to be on the Dryad Floodplain. Don't quite remember this map, but it's all good. We'll figure it out. You'd want Grimgore at the end times, so for sure, yeah. Grimgore's plot armor and end times, I'm sure, would be great. Yeah. By the way, did anybody else realize that some RTS don't even have 6 factions? Period. Yeah, no, it's good. Oh, let me see what Boss Toss is playing. So this is my. I have not played Khorne since the early access build. What is he playing? So Boss Toss is playing. Let's go look. Oh, is he playing Empire? Oh, that's a hard one, I think. I have to remember how this has gone. Okay, so he's playing the Sons of Sigmar. Lord Choice, obviously, I think Valky has got to be the go-to. She's just so annoying for the Empire. Yeah. And I'm here to win. Okay. Yes. Yes. All right. So far, so good. I think I more or less have an idea of how to play this. Empire, I have found a way to win this matchup, but it's not easy. There's 1 or 2 builds I experimented with the Empire that were pretty damn good against Khorne, but it takes a lot of finesse, and you have to play very clean. Okay, so let's see. What are we thinking about here? Have you seen the Empire release coming out? I'm very excited. I'm gonna get the 2 War Wagons. I'm gonna get both of the characters. I'll probably get some Outriders and maybe one of the new mages is kind of what I'm looking at right now. Yeah. All right, so I'm trying to think how this matchup went the other time. Yeah, I think it was just. Okay. Steam tanks are coming. I'm not too worried about. Yeah, I'm not too worried about those guys. Yeah, so we're on the Dried Floodpan, which is kind of a cool one. Like, I often wonder about, like, Wrathmongers in this matchup. Are they, like, actually good? Like a Wrathmonger unit? Could even be decent, right? Just, like, little crazy Unga Bunga there. Okay, so we'll get you and we'll get you. And that looks pretty fun so far. Bring a Warshrine? No. Come on, guys. Don't you want me to have a chance here? You don't want the Warshrine. You don't really want this. Fleshhounds are amazing. Yeah, you're gonna max out on Fleshhounds probably. And then we're gonna get you in reserve. No Slaughter Brute, obviously. Skull Crushers are kind of interesting, but I feel like Khorne Gorge just cover you there. And you could just use Empire Heavy Cav. Like, yeah. I don't want to give them like a good Cav unit to like focus fire down. That's for sure. Why the blocker? Just so my opponents, if they accidentally open my stream, they don't see my build. And, you know, Boss Toss is a great person and wouldn't do this, but there are people who for sure would stream snipe you and like look at your build and try and counter you in that way. Sigma, if he wins, then I'm actually going to be very happy for him because that's an epic one. Oh, yeah, shit, that's pretty good here, isn't it? Yeah, dude, nice. Okay, so that's very cost-effective. And do we want any foot characters or anything? Cultists, things like that are always a little bit disruptive, for sure. You can just kind of slap one down on the objective and they can cackle pretty hard. Man, such an awkward amount of money to have. What is that, 225? And that guy is, what, 1750? Yeah, I don't know if I want to do Wrathmongers. Feels a little too risky. Wix, thank you for becoming a new member. I greatly appreciate it, bud. I greatly appreciate you. All right. Well, we'll try and get the dub for you. We'll see how this one goes. And it is an awkward amount of money to have left. It's a very awkward amount of money. Okay. Looking awesome. I think this build looks pretty scary. I'm trying to remember how I have been getting smashed lately, because my Empire has been struggling. I have won a couple times, but it's usually because Khorne makes like a big mistake or something. The steam tank probably is one of their better bets. Yeah, probably is one of their go-tos here. Okay, so we got 3 of those, a couple of these guys, a couple of those guys. Are we maxed out on those? Yes, we are. Great. Great, great. No, I don't think we care for chariots. None of that. None of those shenanigans. All right. State troopers will be here in numbers, I am sure. All right, good luck, have fun. Let's see what Boss Toss is cooking. Bringing the Hochland flag. Yeah, Hochland's awesome. They're fun. Yeah, let me show you guys the new Empire minis. They look freaking awesome. There's got to be a place to... Oh, this is like a blog or something. Okay, well, it's some random website. Yeah, is this going to have everything here? Oh, man. I was like, whenever you go into like the Spiky Bits website, you just get blasted with the ads. Yeah, I'll try and find a good website for them soon. So this will be fun. You didn't get notified? It's okay. We're in the semifinals right now. So we're here with Khorne versus Empire. Carl Franz is actually very good here. I recommend Franz. I like Franz on a live caster a lot because Franz can bully a lot of the Khorne guys. He will struggle against Valkia, but so does everybody. So, all right. We're going to just full on Kawa Unga Bunga, guys. Full send. Winter 2025, we're going to get 40K announced. Yeah, I don't think that's a terrible prediction, honestly. All right, so we got our Marauder Horsemen throwing axes because it's stupid not to. And we're going to go ahead and get you up in the bushes here. Cool. Marauders are going to move out. So Marauders, Marauders, and Marauders. 2, and we're going to get the Cultists with them as well. The Cornate Cultists are very good. We got you. And we're going to get these guys going Spec Ops in the trees. So this is what a powerful faction feels like. Although, to be honest, Khorne can be defeated, as you guys saw. Yeah. I'm really surprised we haven't gotten any more news about like a 40K Total War. 17 stack, I like that. Like a State Trooper Tide. I think it's very good. Yeah, alrighty. Good luck, have fun. Let's see what Boss Toss is cooking. I hope he wins. It would be epic. If he goes to the final with a glorious Sigmar victory, you know, good on him. But I'm not going to make it easy. The gatekeeping must continue. I did bring a Wrathmonger just for cool points. Arguably better to go like 4 more infantry units, but Wrathmongers are Wrathmongers. So, you know, you got to bring the coolest unit. Warhammer 10K maybe. The Thunder Warriors, is that what we're doing? We're going back to the old school? Yeah, Slaanesh is pure villainous evil, for sure. All right, let's get the Khorne Gore moving up here on that objective. Wrathmongers come here. And just get a triple cap out of the gates. That is a grenade launcher, so Valkia can go hunt those things down. We could chase them with Furies too, 100%. So Collins, what are we going to get? Are we going to Vanguard some units? Yeah, we'll Vanguard some Khorne Gores. All right, so we get that, which is great. Now we're going to rotate over here to grab this. Valkia is going to keep hunting. We do have a Steam Tank Commander. Yeah, that's the meta choice. It's very, very good. On this map, a little tricky. Do we get the objective? We do. Great. So Khorne Gores are going to get hit by grenades, which is very strong. We need to chase them down and make sure they remember the name here. So you guys go this way, chase down that. We grab this objective. Valkia is going to keep hunting. And we need to get Furies. Furies are extremely good against those. All right, so did we get Huntsman? Interesting. Okay, so Huntsman coming out. All right, so the crew is going to waddle. We are going to get a triple cap out of the gates. Valkia the Bloody is going to head those guys off. But not before we eat a grenade salvo. So good micro there. And let's call it a Fury now to hunt them down as Valkia is going to be chasing. So here and here, and now we just get all 3 objectives. So probably going to get, yeah, you guys up here, you guys back like so. Valkia is just going to hunt down the grenade launchers. We have a Sleipnir that we could do. No, not worth it. All right, so you guys just chase down the grenade launchers. Valkia is going to pull back this way, and the throwing weapons are going to get ready to party right here. All right, so great. Let's move up, move up. Get these guys back. Wrathmongers, let's just get them in there, man. Let's go full send and have some fun with it. So Khorne Gores have done their thing. We're going to keep chasing here. We're going to get Valkia coming back into the battle lines, and the Cultists and Cultists will engage and engage, and the throwing weapons will continue throwing at the battle tank. All right, and you guys get on this. Cultists get on this, and yeah, we can land on those right now for sure. So more Corngors out of the Vanguard is going to be very nice. We're going to start causing a lot of disruption, and we do park on the objective. Valkia can do a little bit of work on this guy if we want to. I don't know if trying to kill that guy is even worth it, really, but we'll find out. So the grenade launchers do get shut down for now. We don't necessarily have to triple cap our opponent. You know, we can let them have one and then just, you know, play from there. So attack, and we can go ahead and do a little bit of this, which is hopefully going to get them. Oh, those are just death jacks. They're not super strong. Okay. So we're going to park down here. Our Furies were able to kill one grenade launcher already, which is huge money for us. And we do see some of the gremlins running away, but that's fine. Cultist is going to keep grinding and get a Bloodletter summon soon. And we just maintain capture on this. All right, great. So the Wrathmongers are very much alive and well. And the Furies were able to escape. Nothing threatening us on the low ground, really, which is nice. So we'll just keep throwing axing here, get you guys doing this, call it more Corngors just to stuff my opponent and live our best life. All right, so Furies, where are the Furies at? Are they almost fully free? They're almost out of there. So how are we doing on that character there? The Wrathmongers are doing it. We're going to get Valky over there too. Let's go ahead and fan out. Oh, God, I hate that. That's been like a weird bug on this patch. Like units have just been like bunching up in such a weird way. So you see I had to like manually micro that, but thankfully we did dodge it. Yeah, look, what is it with range unit pathing in this patch? It's so freaking haggard. All right. So moving up, and do we want to get the Furies going? Let's pull you guys back. All right, the Wrathmongers are just going to keep grinding up on this objective. We're going to do the same thing with you, and we're also going to get a Bloodletter summon. Valky the Bloody can hunt down the grenade launchers in the meantime, and we're going to retreat you guys on back into the Corngors. So let's get you back and hope for the best. All right, so we're looking good on the low ground for sure. Let's get the Furies doing their thing here, and the Cultist is going to fight there. The Wrathmongers are still just causing huge havoc on this objective, and my opponent is desperately just trying to fan out. We do have a couple of my opponent's units that are overextended here, so we're actually going to call out some Fleshhounds, try and hunt them down, see if it pays off. All right, so how are we looking here in the mobile game? Yeah, we lure the Knights into the woods. Empire does not want to be behind against Khorne. It's just a complete bad news bear situation. Wrathmonger is going to keep doing it. You guys get onto these guys. You guys go here. And yeah, looking very, very good for us. So Valky needs to get back up in the sky right now. And the Khorngor is able to do their job. Let's pull you guys bound this way. I do have Blood Beast, but my opponent has too many spears on the table to warrant it. So we're going to get you to do this. You guys chase down those archers, and the Wrathmongers just keep being absolute menaces. All right, so we need to go get these guys. We can't afford to have them partying too hard at our expense. Okay, moving up on the point. And let's unsummon Marauders, unsummon you guys, and then we call in a vanguard of Khorngors here. Very difficult for Empire to get rid of. Like, the only tech is grenade launchers, and grenade launchers require exponentially more effort than I have to expend. So that's pretty big. All right, we're gonna call you back. Wrathmongers are still chopping it up, and we can go ahead and just charge you guys. So we're gonna just get a big charge right there. As the Khorngors do arrive, the Khorngors holding the low ground point. I have a sword now, so that could be very good. Let's pull back, get the Furies to hunt these guys down, and now we just go after the Steam Tank Commander with the throwing weapons. All right, so the fighting continues. Wrathmongers are still just being absolute menaces over there. We have a Sleipnir. I don't think there's any good targets here. Let's just pop the Demon Shield to be effective, since I'm not really using it too much. Anything I want to send to the low ground here? Hound to the Blood Hunt. Calling in some Bloodletters, probably not a bad idea. They're reasonably good against heavy cav. We do see the Empire Tank Commander getting close to dying, so we're going to go hunt him down. And yes, so we were able to get the Archer units. The Fleshhounds are going to die here for sure. Let's get you guys back on the point. And the Marauder Horsemen, yeah, we might actually even be able to kill the Tank Commander, which would be a huge L for my opponent. That would be very bad. Cool, so this objective in flux a little bit. We're going to need some reinforcements here stat. So these guys are doing it, but let's get some of the Horsemen down there. They will provide Desperation capture weight. I'm up on value pretty hard, so we're definitely in a winning position. Do I have any Bloodletter summons? I do have this one still. Yeah, it's really nice. All right, so back to the point you go. Let's call the Horsemen over to buy some time. And do I want to get some Furies out there? Yeah, Furies can kill State Troopers very quickly. So I also have Sword of Khorne, which is going to be okay here. It does remedy that capture weight situation, just Sword of Khorning those guys. And there's no way in hell my opponent's watching down there. No way. Yeah. Okay, boom. So no problem there anymore. That's been dealt with. The Blood God has dealt with it in his own fashion. Wrathmongers are still chewing through a lot of the Empire Knights, and we do see the heals going in, which is good. We're at 700 points. Furies are going to make their way over into my opponent's backfield, and these Khorngors need to be unsummoned. Get you guys here, and we can unsummon these Khorngors too. So we're going to unsummon them. Because you need them back in the pool to be able to effectively spam, right? We definitely do that. So Valky just keeps hunting Tank Commander. And this is actually pretty good right here. We could hit the Archers and those Empire Knights, which is going to be fat. All right, did we get it? Nice. Oh, we even got the grenade launchers in the back. That was money. All right. So you guys doing this. Valky the Bloody is hanging in there. We're going to keep hunting the Stank Commander. And, all right. So, low ground, we got Bloodletters hanging in there. These Gorngors have dealt with these spears. And Valkia just keep forcing those heals off. The other cultist, I would like to get a Bloodletter summon. We can actually just drop one here to buffer off. I think that's going to be very good. All right, so on the backside, let's just Marauder Horde. Yeah, let's just get Marauders and Marauders. Move those guys up to, start playing the triple cap situation. Yep, let's get you. There's going to be a Pigeon Bomb, so let's dodge that. Dodge that. Okay, so it's been dodged. Wrathmonger's still doing it. Bloodletter Summon is going to get on the archers. Meanwhile, Valkia is still cackling all the way to the bank. Nothing threatening me on the low ground. I'm definitely going to keep that unit there. Let's go kill these spearmen and run these spearmen down. Cultists can fight here. Bloodletters push into the Sterling's Revenge there, which should be very, very cost effective for us. Next call-in, I think, is a Blood Beast call-in. Wrathmongers are still just causing havoc. They've gotten 1,400 value just grinding, honestly. Pretty hard to deal with, it seems like. Corngors will be coming back into the pool soon, which is going to be fat. So let's actually charge down these archers. That's going to be the money play. And Blood Beast will counter any heavy cav he brings in. So we're going to get the Blood Beast coming up. All right, Valky's almost got that Stank Commander. We're going to have another Sword of Khorne here soon. Let's unsummon you, get you back in the pool. Do a little bit of housekeeping here. And Merry Slanesh Christmas. Hopefully not. This is the Blood God's Christmas, man. All right. So let's get you. Demon Shield, just in case, something tries to swing back. Bloodletters are going to be disappearing here. And yes, so we're going to roll. This matchup just feels so hard for Empire. I have not been able to win it yet against equally skilled players, unless we're experimenting with shit. One build I had good success with, it's using War Wagons. So you go back to the old school and use War Wagons, which is definitely good. All right, we're going to Wrath of Khorne those things. It's going to be pretty evil. This objective is in flux, so let's pull some Bloodletters over there. We do get the Wrath of Khorne on that big boy right there. So that is some huge damage. Blood Beasts go run down these Empire Knights, and 2 infantry units are going to be arriving. I wouldn't be surprised to see a tap out for my opponent soon. It's definitely not going well. I'm up in value quite a bit. All right. Full Chub Sword of Khorne. Yeah, it was definitely a Full Chub Sword of Khorne. It was. Wrathmongers are just so brutal. Even in this matchup, they're good. You wouldn't think, elite infantry would be good, but because of the fact they have a low model count, that changes everything. That's, that really, really skews it quite a bit. All right, Khorngors reinforcing on the back point. That's a desperation play for my opponent. I can see the writing on the wall. Keep hunting the Stank. Marauders and Blood Beasts are easily going to pound these guys. And let's get the Khorngors over here. These Bloodletters will cut up all those spearmen. And yeah, just desperation here mainly, which is its only option, Yeah, I was expecting maybe something back here. He played well. I haven't figured this matchup out yet from Empire. Empire just feels like they're losing in so many matchups in the current meta, which makes them. I didn't even pick them for any of my factions today, nothing. All right, so yeah, that's it. GG, well played, and we're gonna see who we get in the finals. I can never win it either. Yeah. One thing I almost. It's risky picking Empire on that map too, because in today's tournament you get to pick the faction for the map, and picking Empire on that is really tough. Okay, GG, well played. So now we're in the grand finals. Why no Chorfs? Because I'm trying to win. Chorfs are, when I want to have fun. I'm having fun now, but Chorfs, I don't feel confident with them. Ah, shit. Sorry, I forgot to check. But the Khorngor value is good, I'm sure. I would wager they paid for themselves. All right, let's see what the Rock is cooking. Finals, I have Nurgle. Kind of wish I had Khorne in the finals now. Bob Sauce and I are talking about the build. Let's see who we're going to be playing. Khorngors are still an S tier unit. They mess up so many matchups. That's right, Maverick Sloth. Can't betray Valkia. Yeah, she's gotta come in. All right, so Khorne. What I kind of like about this format is there's a lot of strategy with picking your factions and when you pick them in the maps, and I think that adds another layer of tactics, which is very interesting to me. All right, so we're gonna play Dustman or Ash in the finals. Just don't know who it's gonna be yet. Greenskins have more cost-effective cav than Empire, 100%. Yes. Greenskins have better infantry and better cav than the Empire. I agree. The equivalent artillery I don't know about that. Empire probably has the advantage in artillery because Hellblaster volley guns can be game-winning pieces. Cannons can be good in certain matchups. Greenskin artillery is more niche. Do you think Slanesh having an 80% win rate is problematic? Let me look. So Slanesh, yeah, that is getting close to being problematic. We'll see. We'll see. I think there's only 25 games played, so it's not that many games. But if Slanesh keeps maintaining that kind of a win rate, we're going to have to look at him and probably just ban them for these tournaments. Yeah. Let's see what's cooking, man. It's a very Nurgle Christmas. That's right. Big Papa Nurgle in the finals here. Yeah, looks like some people like the format. I'd be curious to get some feedback on that. All right. So I can do some scouting right now, by the way. We can see what the Rock is cooking and what my opponents are potentially playing in the finals. We can ruminate on which one we'd rather play. So Dustman is playing Dwarves in the Grand Finals. I would much rather play Dwarves than probably the other option. And who's he playing? He is playing Ash. Ash is playing what? Ash is playing Beastmen. Oh yeah, give me the Dwarves all freaking day. Although Dwarves can beat down Nurgle a bit. Doomseekers are actually quite scary. Yeah, I don't know what Lord choice I would go with. Tamarcon, a Beast. Although, is Beastmen easier for me? Maybe it is. Beastmen might actually be easier for Nurgle. I'm not sure. Okay, I will message the other lads here. Hey, Torino, love your stream so much. Always a great time. Let me power through some cleaning this afternoon. Hell yeah, dude. Bro, college student. So this is... Oh, dude, please. Can I refund that? Come on, save your money, dude. I do really appreciate it, though. But seriously, if it's tight, just hit me up. I'll pay you back. Thank you for your support, man. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying the goods. Nurgle Beastman is terrible for Nurgle, is it? Interesting. Yeah, interesting. We will see. Fear the Dowie. Yeah, against dwarves, like, you probably just go wide as hell and stuff them. Because you have so much cost-effective armor piercing. I struggle to see what dwarves could do effectively against you. And even against Doomseekers, you could potentially utilize the damage reflection thing. That actually seems like a cool forbidden tech. EMV Scout, thank you, man. I appreciate that, bud. Nurgle, I don't know why Nurgle's in the pits. I just think a lot of people aren't playing them right now. Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny to go for like a mass Plague Ogre Bull Rush? How many Plague Ogres can you bring? You can only bring 3. Okay, so it wouldn't be that many. Is there an easy way to include the average player rank along with... not at the moment, Christos. Yeah. Yep, still no winner yet. If we play Dustman, we have to face the dreaded RTK Hive Mind. 8 dudes in Discord helping with the build. Oh god. No. The forbidden tactics. That was actually a big source of drama back in Warhammer 2. It was really funny. So we would have like big money events. We have big money events now, arguably bigger than Warhammer 2. Now, for sure bigger. But back in the day, we would have like a big high stakes tournament, and you would see the tournament finalist sitting in a Discord chat with 7 of his homies who are also high level players, and they would be like hive minding builds together and live coaching during the gameplay. So like if he didn't notice anything, they'd be like, hey, unsummon this. They'd be like, well, if it were Dom, they'd be like, unsummon this unit. Hey, he's sneaking around your flank with that unit in the woods. Don't forget about that. Like doing all this kind of stuff. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Christmas needs its gifts. I know, we're going to give the gifts of Nurgle. That's right. But no, that was drama. So basically what we ended up having to do in Warhammer 2 is when we would have like a tournament grand final, you would get the 2 people in Discord and you would put them in Discord channels by themselves in a custom Discord and make sure they weren't like doing that. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty hilarious. Be thankful because last time I played against Solosaur, it felt like I was playing against an octopus with 8 hands. Yeah, Solosaur has really good micro. He's not been playing too much lately, but he'll be back for the season finals, I'm sure. We have the season finals of the previous season coming up in January when I get back. It'll probably be the 3rd week of January. I'm looking at like around the 18th or something. Yeah, Solasora hasn't been playing yet, but you know, it's been there. It has been going down. Yeah. We almost had at one point with AoE Gunhound. I started lording over. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I know. It does feel kind of like cheating. Like practicing builds before a tournament with your homies and scheming builds is one thing, but like getting in a voice chat with the homies during a tournament, like while you're building, it feels a little dirty to me. Like I couldn't do that. I would feel like I'm kind of cheating a little. But like getting feedback after is also fine. We don't have any like hard rules against it or anything, but yeah. Who are on the tournament season finals? Let me look. Hold on. Here's the finalists for the previous season. So season 7 is season 8. Sorry, I need to change the text. So we have Scrambled Egg Special. This is last season. So this will be the finals here, these players. So Scrambled, Boss Toss, Tim the Wilder, Outer Region, Harrison, Resto, Chibambu, Elvio, Solasora, Subutai, Via Anime, Attack Speed Enjoyer, myself, Martinius, Grumbrindle, and Catholic. So the thing is, if I make top 15, which I usually do, I'm usually lurking around like between 10 and 15, I give my position up to somebody else. So even though I qualified, I give the position to another player. So the next person down on the leaderboard would get that. Yeah. Okay. So let me see here. Yeah, it looks like they're still playing it. Oh, I can actually see. Okay. It kind of looks like Dustman is going to win it. I can see the preview from his Discord. Yeah, sharing. That's pretty funny. Okay. Yeah. So I'll start working on a dwarf build just to be safe. The Dowie. Okay. What is the map, by the way? The map is going to be very determining of the meta as well here. Yeah, Rangers are not bad. Yeah, the Dwarven Ranged is no joke. They can do work. Finals map is the Arachnarok lair. Okay, so shooting's a little bit hard on this map for sure. It's a tricky pickle. All right, and then we got gyrocopters too. They are a thing. Yeah, so gyros. We're gonna want to max out on Furies for sure, just to compromise things. Plague Toads are probably good now too. I always wonder about like Plague Ogres. Viola, you give up your place? I give up my place in the season finals because like I'm the main administrator and host of the competitive kind of Total Tavern thing. I like to build up other people more, and also I just think it's it's better to be more hands-on as an admin during the really hyper competitive event than it is to just play in it, right? Like I'm not trying to win my own prize money. Not that I would be able to. I think that I'm a good player, but there's like levels. Like if I'm an A tier player, there's like people like Tim the Wilder, Solasora. Those guys are like S tier. Like I would say I'm a solid A tier player, but S tier guys, like there's another rank above me, for sure. Yeah. Merry Christmas. Hey, thank you. Really appreciate it, Glorfindel. Man, you guys are super generous today. Thank you. Yeah, Bile Trolls are good. I like them. The healing is clutch on them, and they have 60 armor too, which is pretty badass. Whereas Plague Ogres have how much? Yeah, Plague Ogres have 50, a little bit less. Xmas today? No, a couple days. Yeah, 3 days. Which you obviously knew. Alrighty, so yes and yes, and then... What lord do I want to bring? Here's the thing, the dwarves can do their weird hero squad, but if they do that, you just like win all the other objectives, I feel. So I don't know how much I like the hero squad for the Dowie. Yeah, so we do this, get that, got that and that, get you on this. All right. Full chubs today, that's right. A+ minimum. Thank you, I appreciate that. All right. So let's see. And yeah, that looks pretty damn good to me. I don't really think chariots are worth messing with. Plague Toads are probably still pretty good. I like the Plague Toad. Little Plague Toad, little Bile Troll action, never hurt anybody. Time to bring full Marauder Horsemen to get rid of gyros. Yeah, you for sure want to go Marauder Horsemen in your opening build. It's silly not to, because they give you a lot of agency with grabbing the objectives out of the gates, which is very, very good. What do I do as dwarves and a Nurgle as a default lord with... Yeah, you got to be careful with like relying on those hero squads against Nurgle, I feel. Just play your correct. Okay. Let's do this. And there we go. Okay. So far I like the build. It's looking pretty unga bunga. Cultist here? Are cultists kind of a cute option? I mean, not cute in the literal sense. You guys know what I mean. Yeah. That's obviously auto take. What about the dreaded Toad Dragon? The heroic play. All right. So we have dwarves in the finals. All right. I think the build looks pretty good. Beast of Nurgle. Yeah, it's something. Nurgle Chaos Warriors do look really good. Yeah, they really, really do. Yeah, blasting charges are a bit of an issue here. They do a lot of damage. You got to put some respect on their name. I almost do wonder about like a Great Unclean One or something here, just like something really weird like that. It could be kind of a fun one. All right, so we're gonna do this, and yeah, I like that. I like that composition. I think that's pretty good. Cultists are definitely okay at grinding against dwarves. They do have armor sundering, which is kind of nice. Okay. And let us see what is cooking with the strategy here. Got 3,000 more gold to spend. You know, baseline Chaos Warrior Great Weapons probably are pretty good, but Doomseekers are no joke. They can do some serious damage. Poison Hounds, I think having a couple, like 1 or 2 Poison Hounds is probably good. Probably 2 Poison Hounds, I think is adequate. Thunderbarge is not banned. He can bring a Thunderbarge if he wants to. I'm not worried about it. If he brings Thunderbarge, he probably loses on objectives, I would say, would be my experience with that. Do I want to bring this guy? Yeah, that's kind of an interesting tech here. Rot Knights are useless here. The Plague Ogre dual weapons, are they faster? They have 48 speed as opposed to the Bile Trolls, which are 54. 8,000 HP, the Ogres have 9.8. Ogres have considerably more HP. Huh. It's kind of an interesting idea, isn't it? Like a Plague Ogre? Great weapon. Chosen. I mean, there's always a power fantasy with that. It would be very funny if I got Thunderbarge, though. That's funny. Chaos Knights, probably not. You know, they just take too long to kill, like, the Nurgle Chaff units. Bile Trolls, I do like the Unga Bunga of the Bile Troll. I think that's kind of fun. I've actually won this matchup with Toad Dragons before. They can be big HP sponges. If Toad Dragons got buffed to have like the same HP as like a 15,000 HP monster, which honestly wouldn't be that bad. I don't have a lot of healing magic at the moment. I kind of don't hate this idea though. I mean, 9,000, are they really that much more killy? I guess they kind of are. Let's try you out, and need to find a little bit more money here. Yeah, 138. Ay. Okay, so 376. Yeah, just get a Nurgling out there. Oh, that's right. I probably want some Nurglings for Vanguard capture weight. They're pretty sweet. Although they do die very quickly to blasting charges. That's definitely not their favorite thing. Plague Toads will give me some mass to chew through the Jowie. A little bit of that. Yes. And, all right. Rut Knights would be a strange pick, but it would be an alpha pick. It'd be freaking awesome is what it would be. Just... I usually... Okay. I think we're looking good with the build. Yeah. What glaring weaknesses does it have? I mean, are Ironbreakers really like a problem? I don't think so. The Ironbreaker, it's a cool unit, but you know, probably one of these and then two of these guys is going to be a little bit more cost effective. Yeah, I mean, if we get Thunderbards, that would actually be really funny. I wouldn't even be upset. Man, if we get Thunderbards, holy shit, that would be really hilarious. So let's cut you and you, I think, and get another one of these. Oh, God, 875, dude. I hate it when you're just short. It feels so bad. Okay, there we go. That's going to be better. Ready. Look, have fun. Let's see what the old hive mind has got schemed out here. We're gonna get to the bottom of it. Okay. Yeah, looking good. What else do I possibly need here? Do we want like foot-based characters? Like foot-based characters are pretty money. They're definitely not bad. Chariots in this matchup, like I want the Gorby's Chariot to be good, but I feel as if it just gets stuck and pinned in place. And then you just have a terrible time. So yeah, I'm not digging that. Rancid Visitations is also like on the table, maybe for like character sniping if they have like a Felix. I don't know about that though. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. I really want to bring like a Cultist, but they probably just get hunted by the Dwarf Character Squad. There's got to be a Dwarf Character Squad. There's got to be. Right? It's got to be a thing. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the chattest possible play I can think of. And then we got 476, so let's get a little capture weight doggy to run around. All right. Gotrek is coming for me, is he? You guys are going to be... I don't know if you'll be shocked by this build, but it's definitely got some schemes. All right. Infantry for days. I think we just maybe want to find a way to squeeze in some more infantry here instead of these guys. Plague Bears against Dwarves are kind of cool. They're definitely not the worst. And yeah. Okay, there we go. This is... Oh man, am I going to regret this? I don't know. Kugath smiting. Kugath's risky. He's very risky. Yeah. He definitely is a risky pick. Do I like this pick? We need to look at the... Yeah, those guys might be a problem. I think I liked my previous build better. Yeah, you know, I'm not going to go for... So guys, what I was about to do is I was about to get a Toad Dragon. That was... I legit was like a moment away from bringing a Toad Dragon. Then I just thought about myself losing this game. And I was like, all right, we gotta do better than that. You know? We got to do a little bit better than that. Nurgle only has a light chariot, really? Huh. I always thought they had more than that. Okay, so this... There was almost a toad. There was almost a Toad Dragon. It almost appeared in the night, but thankfully we came to our senses when it mattered most. I feel like Theoden coming out of like a haze, like, oh, what happened to my son? All right. I really want the Chaos Knights to work. I really wish they were better in this matchup, but they're just not amazing. And I had a moment of weakness. It's true, I did. It was a scary one. We almost my tendency to bring the Toad Dragon almost cost me, but dwarves are just so good against it, right? They have like so much killing power for it. Like they have rangers, they have slayers, they have like heroes that probably kill big things. Thunder Barge? Oh man, I hope not. I'm actually a little nervous about the Thunder Barge, I'm not gonna lie. I do have a Chosen just because it's my signature. I have to have a power Chosen. Huh. All right, let's swaddle up here. Get you guys doing this. So you guys are gonna go grab the middle objective out of the gates. We're gonna get Marauders. We'll get you and you to play down here. So put you in 7, and then the main battle line is gonna be over here. So let's get you guys ready to go. You guys ready to go. 1, and then this is going to be 2. All right, so then we got Wizard in 3, Chaos Warrior Great Weapon, Chaos Warrior Great Weapon. They're definitely going to be hiding behind the Marauders, which makes sense. So we got the Shielded Marauders this time around, and we're going to get some Chaos Warrior Great Weapons on the outside there. Very tough for the Dwarves to deal with, for sure. And a Nurgling is going to get this, and we'll move you guys up to the middle to have some fun. Yeah. Almost through the game there with the Toad Dragon. And I bet you were going to load in and see his army and be like, thank the dark gods I did not do that, because that would have been a freaking disaster and a half. All right, so let's see what's cooking here. All right, so we're going to waddle up to the point. It's definitely not a Thunder Barge build. He's got 16 models, so it looks like it's going to be standard. Yeah. All righty. Dwarf's going to spam. Yeah, they're going to spam chaff, of course. Miners of blasting charges and all that good stuff. Should be fun. Yeah, Furies can kill a Thunder Barge. Furies kill it very quickly, actually faster than the Rotflies do. I didn't mean to hurry him, I guess. My army was pretty big too, and we already set up, so. He might be in, you know, the thinking paralysis where he's like thinking a little bit too hard about it. The Nurgle aesthetic's pretty good, I would say. You don't like it? It's not enough for you? All right, well, let's get you guys waddling up. Let's do this and see what the army is. Okay, so it's just, yeah, this is fine. This is, oh man, I'm so glad I didn't bring the Toad Dragon. Holy shit, he brought Double Dragon Slayer. Okay. So Nurglings are gonna grab this point. We're gonna move you guys up like so. And yeah, now we're just gonna control the side objectives is basically the jam that we're gonna do. We're gonna let them have the middle and just play the sides. So yeah, there's no sense in contesting a dwarf in open field like this. Rather, just get the points, force them to spread out, you know, live your best life. All right. So these guys are going to waddle down here, and they should be able to get on this objective soonish, and then he's going to have to decide which way he wants to go, right? So we got the Marauders here, Chaos Warrior Great Weapons are going to be very tough to get rid of. And then when he goes like either direction, we can adjust, is the plan. All right, awesome. So first call in, we want to call in something very elite because calling him in later is not a good idea. So we're going to call in the Chosen with Great Weapons. So we're going to do that. And we do get Rangers popping out. So the Rangers are here. Oh, shit. Wrong button. Oh, well. Yeah, it could be worse. Pestigors are at least a decent unit here. So we're going to drop down here and get our Horsemen ready to go. Yeah, the Flamethrowers are kind of hard. Yeah, the Iron Drakes, if I can shut those down, I basically probably just win. So we're going to get you guys moving. And unfortunately, I screwed up there. It feels bad, but it is what it is. All right. So how are we looking here? Yeah, we're chilling. We're just going to kind of get ready. And if he goes, whichever way he goes, we just go to the other side, right? And we just try and win on points. Plague Ogres will be pretty useful down here. They'll be a menace. My opponent's going to have to advance because I'll happily just sit here all day. If he wants to just sit here, I'll sit here until the game ends. And let's move these Great Weapons up, just like they can threaten the middle too. Colin, yeah, trying out the Plague Ogres. We're going to see what kind of damage they can do against Dwarvish Infantry. And should be resilient against blasting charges too, so there is that. I don't mind losing an Nurgling unit out of the gates, that is for sure. And Furies here, would they be good against any of this stuff? We can maneuver the Horsemen over and come here. And let's get our Sorcerer like in the middle so he can help both units. All right. So we got this. Plague Ogres are on their way. Been really eager to try them lately. More Dwarf Warriors with Great Weapons. And yeah, everybody's moving. Everybody's grooving. Chosen would be a potentially good call out now, but I am getting even more points lead. He's doing like a buildup of some sort, which I'm more than fine with. More than okay with. Yeah, so we just pull back a little bit, pull back. The objective is being contested. So we can get the Chaos Warriors to start moving on the Dwarf Warriors here, and the Marauder Horsemen can go here while we get some Furies to fly overhead. Yeah, Furies can just kind of threaten here a little bit. And yeah, we can also move up here, I think, a little bit, just so we're a little bit more in striking range. So the Plague Ogres need to retreat. We need to get you guys in there, get you guys flying, and get on the flamethrowers here. And now we can move in and fight. All right, so we're going to move in here, and hopefully be able to hold the objective. The Chaos Warriors should be able to hold like absolute chads. And we do get on top of those guys. And now we need to go ahead and advance up on this host and hopefully take them down here. All right. So we have been able to close the distance. We're going to get our Ogres on top of those guys. We have the capture weight rolling in. Ogres do eat some salvo fire, which is not good. But now we're going to pull back the Plague Ogres. See if we can get a good fight going here. And now the forces of the Nurgle are going to be descending from this side as well. All right, so descending up. Let's call in Furies and Furies to try and shut down the Flamethrowers, which are getting really good damage. These Plague Ogres are having a terrible time. But yeah, we got a lot of cost-effective great weapons here, which is great. Retreat you Ogres back, and maybe just run them all the way around like this. So get some throwing weapons in there, and get you guys on top of this. Nurgle characters, get ready to party. And yeah, the great weapons need to be the ones engaged. That is for sure. All right, so we need to do some damage reflection on these guys maybe. The Horsemen did overextend a little bit. Plague Ogres are going to loop all the way around. Let's call in another Fury unit. Have them do their thing, and the great weapons have almost gotten in, so let's make sure they're doing their throwing weapons here. And the low ground fighting seems to be going okay. So we're going to do another Stream of Corruption, and we're going to do it right down the pipe here, I guess. Yeah, great weapons need to move in. Let's get you guys through. So great weapons, and you guys can come under here. And the Plague Ogres can do a side charge here, and let's get you going here. All right, so we do, I think, get one of those guys offline there. One of the Iron Drakes. Let's jump on another one. Nurgle, they do manage to get the low ground objective, so we need to start spamming some healing spells. So let's do this, do a little Stream of Corruption. Unfortunately, those are just Dwarf Warriors, so probably not the most cost-effective play in the world, but we do manage to get on top of the Iron Drakes again. And the middle objective is going well for us. So let's just start spamming in Pestigors, I think. I think that's going to be the play. Furies are doing good. Let's retreat them away a little bit. Good. And the capture weight is starting to flip here. That is outstanding. Warriors should inevitably win this fight. Let's get these guys in there, get you guys throwing here. And yeah, get these Furies all the way across. So nothing's defending the low ground objective at the moment, which is a little bit dodgy. We still do have some good fighting power down here. So we're going to get a Resurgent Core Marauders to move. And yeah, we're just then going to fly overhead and try and get those Flamethrowers offline. That is the big problem. They're kind of low, but yeah, the Nurgle Sorcerer able to break the back of these units. We're going to dive in here. Warriors and Plague Ogres are doing really actually decent, believe it or not. So great weapons need to surge forward. Let's get the Plague Ogres on the periphery there. And now we get these guys moving. So we can start hitting it down here again. Yeah, I think that's going to be actually a good call. So let's get some more ground speed here. So let's get you guys waddling. I'm kind of wishing I had that chosen now, that's for sure. And we need to get our character out of here. If we were to lose the character, that would be very, very bad. So we're going to do damage reflection here. Do this. Character's going to waddle away on his Rot Beast. And we're going to go ahead and do a big, big wind spell right there on those guys. All right, so we have an opportunity to get those range units. Pestigors are now going to start grinding the dwarves on the low ground. We'll drop a Fecundity right here and keep this Lord nearby. Do we charge here? I think we do. We do a little bit of Chargeroo right here. Yes, yes. And these are pretty good units here, so we don't want to charge them. But we do need to shut down those Flamethrowers for now. So the Nurgle Great Weapons are grinding well. Low ground point is all right. Value is close-ish, and we do start to wrestle this low ground objective from the dwarves. Sacrificing that Horseman into the Iron Drakes, I don't know if that's a good idea, but you know we're trying our best here. Let's call in more Pesties. Pestigors will be a menace, that is for sure. The Rangers, yeah, those guys need to go, so let's get the throwing weapons there, and we can even get our character over there to start bonking them. And the Dwarf line is folding up down here on the low ground, so let's go ahead and do another Stream of Corruption right here down the Dwarven line, which is going to be brutal, so that should do a lot of damage. And great, yeah, that one was, as the kids say, cooking. So we're going to bring you down here, and just so he doesn't do anything funny down here, we'll get some Nurglings, go down here, and the Plague Ogre should be able to bonk those Dwarf Warriors just fine. Alrighty, so jumping on top of you. Low ground objective is flipping into our favor, so that's really good. The dwarves are losing the grind down here without all their support. They're having a little bit of trouble. I have some big heals. Warriors should be able to get it here. Those damn Flamethrowers are a big menace, but we've almost got them offline. Almost. So Pesties are cruising over. We do manage to capture the low ground objective. We need to keep our character alive and make sure it doesn't get caught. A little bit of Flamethrower action. Not too bad, but I think the Plague Ogres are going to be able to get that done. So unsummoning going down from the dwarves. Let's get these horsemen back and away. And yeah, retreat back through here. Get you guys cleaning these guys out. Stay on these Rangers. And let's go get on these Iron Drakes right here. All right, some more Pesties. We're going to do this. And I have some idle ones here standing somewhere, not doing a whole lot. These are going to be Slayers. Not too worried about the Slayers, to be honest. They're not the scariest thing in the world. But let's do a Stream of Corruption. That's going to be a money one right there. So Plague Ogre is able to take those dwarves to Pound Town. Let's get Pesties back up to the middle. So I don't have any more Pestigors to call out of reserve right now. That's a little bit tough. We do have a Fecundity on the low ground, so I'm going to drop it here like it's hot. So we're going to drop Fecundity here. And he does have the double Dragon Slayer, so that is a little menacing. A little bit menacing indeed. All right, so let's bring everybody over here. And what units do I have to call out now? Out of Vanguard, not much, but you know, at least we have some great open boys here. Probably need to do a little bit of unsummoning, so we're going to do unsummoning and unsummoning, move you guys up, and hopefully be able to rotate and threaten this, because he is doing a nice threat on my low ground objective here. That is for sure, and I don't know how much longer the Pestigores are going to be able to hold it. All right, so the Dwarves are getting ground down here. Let's get on top of the Rangers. Let's get on those Miners with blasting charges, and I need to get that Flamethrower offline. Those things are doing a lot of damage. Hopefully, once his ammunition starts to run sparse, we'll be a little bit more comfortable. That is the idea. And these Pesties can probably cruise over here. Let's get you there. And is there any sense in doing damage reflection? I brought damage reflection to try and deal with the Slayers. Doomseekers, excuse me. That was my play there. So we've almost got you guys offline. Probably going to lose this objective, but let's get this. Do I want to call out some Chosen in the fourth quarter? Wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea. But let's get the Pestigores bumping and grinding over there. His heroes can't be everywhere at once, and we do start to flip this point, which is really good, and ammunition is going to become problematic for him. Nothing over there. The Chosen are very pricey. We do have some units getting back in the pool here. But let's attack, and do we have any Nurgle second wind on the low ground here? There are Longbeards, so let's get these horsemen coming up and around for capture speed. We grind those guys down, and I think, like, legitimately a Chosen unit would actually not be bad here, although it's going to take a while to get here. Because a lot of his range units are in melee now, which is not good for him. So, yeah, we need to do this. Let's go ahead and Curse of the Slug these guys to keep them from getting to the objective so we can maintain the capture. We're going to get here, and now we're going to call in a Chosen with great weapons. Hopefully they'll get there while I still control the objective. That's going to be the big breadwinning play. And here we have the Pestigores doing just great work. Probably need to unsummon some of these guys. A couple Nurglings at the ready. Unfortunately, yeah, let's get these horsemen to go charge those blasting charges. Okay, so he's going to arrive to the point. Our Nurgle troopers are still down here doing the work. Probably unsummoning some of these guys is going to be better than just leaving them here. I'm almost to the point of winning on one. Not quite, but we're going to run some interference here and keep bonking these guys in the head. Slayers are still very, very problematic here. So let's call in some of these Marauders down here to the low ground. I don't know if we're going to be able to get rid of them. So we charge. We have a lot of capture weight here, a lot of Nurgle infantry fighting, which is uber cost effective. But now it's getting a little bit dodgy. So let's do, is there any sense in damage reflection? I feel like there's not. And now his Slayer characters are here too. So we need to just hold on to this, although rotating you down here isn't a bad idea. Let's get you guys to go back this way. And the Chosen with great weapons, when they arrive, that's going to give me a lot of fighting power. But the problem is, are they going to arrive on time? I don't know if they will. So we get the charge. And do we have any Pesties in reserve? We do not. We have Furies and Nurglings, neither of which seems super alluring to me here. So the great weapon boys can pull back a little bit. Let's do this. We're going to have to play the long game here. That is for sure. So let's get you guys going, and yeah, the Chosen will get there eventually, but we're going to retreat these units back and hopefully avoid the blasting charges of doom. Let's unsummon these warriors, go down here, and the Plague Ogres have made it to the low ground, and we do see the Slayer characters moving in. So this is where the Chosen come, and they start really grinding it out. Like really, really giving a good grind here. So let's get these guys and more Pesties out of the Vanguard for sure. All right, so he's reacting to the low ground objective. I obviously can't afford to lose that one. The Chosen have arrived, so they're going to be pretty heavy metal, and the Pestigores should be able to deal with these guys no problemo. I think we can't afford to call in anything that doesn't have capture weight at this point, so although Furies would be maybe good for picking some things apart, but no, I don't think we can. All right, so the Chosen are on the middle point. This is where it gets a little bit crunk for us. Hopefully we can just butcher them off the point. The Plague Ogres need to run, so they need to get the hell out of there, and we can use Curse of the Slug to slow down those Dragon Slayers and pull over here. Do a little bit of this, and are we in risk of losing this objective? I don't think so. I think we're fine. So call in Nurglings, get them up to the middle. The Sorcerer here is going to go ahead and do the Curse of the Leper here for the damage reflection, and hopefully those Chosen will just bully like super, super hard. Plague Ogres are going to scurry away. Value is close, but with healing I should maybe be slightly ahead. It's still a close one. It's hard to say. Now, what else do I have to call out? Yeah, I got a couple of these guys. Not a whole lot, so you guys need to waddle over here, get these infantry coming back. These Chosen are single-handedly maybe going to win me the game, though. So let's get you guys around the back, keep you fighting here against the Slayers. Plague Ogres are going to waddle, and now we can drop them back down here. Let's get the Pestigores coming. We're just going to try and keep these Dragon Slayers busy, and the Pesties should be able to loop around the back of this Dwarven box and start like really breaking these units. Yeah, the Chosen are just massacring them, though. But the question is, do I have enough time? So these guys get wrecked, which is great, and now we need to wreck these guys. And do we call into Chaos Warrior Great Open? Yeah, I guess I don't have choices. So we got to do that. Capture weight's going in our favor. Plague Ogres are now threatening the low ground point. And I I mean, this dwarf position has got to be getting massacred. They've got to be having a bad time. All right, so we move down here, move down here. Stream of Corruption is a thing. I think we just let the Chosen value grind here while we play the side points a little bit. Yeah, these guys are losing. We probably have too many dudes there, more than we need. Nurglings come down here. And we're going to have some Pesties soon, too. Yeah, you see the capture weight is going for us here now? And we just let the Chosen feast. This is exactly what we want from them. So the Chosen, we can give them a heal soon. We're just going to save up. We don't have enough for heal. So we're going to do the damage reflection on them. I'm curious. I would love to see the metrics on that, like how good it actually is doing. But yeah, it's unfortunately not on the table. All right. So Pestigores, we're going to save the slows and try and ping pong the dwarves between objectives. He currently wins if he continues to hold points. So we need to retreat you guys back a little bit and pull back to the point. We're going to need to maybe send a Pestigore over there at some point. The Chosen are grinding and getting a ton of value. They're already at 1100 value, which is pretty nuts. All right, looking good. Let's get the Nurglings in there, get the character in there. We do get the blasting charges, which is very problematic, so that sucks. But we're going to need to call something to help this objective. The dwarves might actually be able to outmuscle me here. I'm not sure, but we'll keep an eye on it. You know, worst case, I got some schemes. All right. So Marauders are doing it. We got Pesties arriving. They're going to start grinding very well. Marauder Horsemen are probably better. Although down here, yeah, we're going to need a little something. So let's call you guys down, get the Horsemen there. Chosen are still grinding it out in the middle, which is keeping his entire army busy there. So I just need to recapture an objective once, and I probably win, I think. How are the Chosen still doing? Are they still fighting there? Fecundity, I think, is going to be better suited over here to make sure we don't lose that point. And let's get 2 Horsemen parts on that objective. If he gets that, then I definitely lose. So we do start to get this objective. We're going to get this. Yeah, okay, we get the capture weight back, which is really, really big. And this one is flipping. Unfortunately, I don't have Curse of the Slug right now. I do not have that. And the Chosen are still just cutting him up in the middle. So maybe there's going to be an opportunity for some Pestigore play in the middle to try and grind him out. I'm not sure. Mostly Slayers there. Yeah, mostly Slayers. All right, so Pesties are coming. Let's just consolidate down here. He has 6 capture weight coming right now. If we can like keep these guys fighting off the objective, that's going to be pretty huge. The Plague Ogres are doing very good, but he's going to pass me in points here very soon. What a close finals, right? Very, very close. Chosen are doing it here. He's really doesn't have a lot. I think over here we're going to maintain. The Marauder Horsemen throwing weapons are doing pretty good. All right, so we got more Marauders back. Yeah, they can just waddle in here. And we do start to steal this objective, which is good. So when this other Pestigore arrives, that is our time to shine. But the question is, can we hold on to the objectives? The middle is in flux. Yeah, we still have those Chosen being absolute huge chads over there. Let's go ahead and slow you guys down to keep them off the objective a little bit longer. And we need to make sure, shit, we moved off the point. That's not good. That might let him get it. No, it looks like we're going to get it. Okay. So now we just need to hold the other 2 and we win. So let's get Furies. Furies are just going to run interference and do what they can. Okay, so we do get the cap on him and it flipped. All right. Did it flip? If that didn't flip, we're in big trouble. Okay, it did flip. Good. He suddenly gets a lot of capture down here, which is tough. Are we going to get enough to win on just the 2 here? The Horsemen need to stay down there, 100%. This is a pit fight down here, to say the least. Furies are going to come, maybe kill these guys off. The Chosen in the middle are, you know, doing great, mind you. But both sides were in danger of potentially losing, right? Here we have the Horsemen. Do we have anything fast? Not really. We just have to hope and pray that those Horsemen are going to be able to hold a little bit longer. Furies arrive, but the Dwarf Tide, I think, maybe gets us. They arrived with too much stuff, and I just can't get them off. Very impressive win, though, for sure. Yeah, it was the dwarf characters were a big part of the problem. The Chosen have almost killed his entire army here. I'm like, man, if I just had those Chosen a little bit earlier, dude, that would have been so nice. But he does get the Dwarven Body Tide here, and they're able to arrive. Okay, let's go down here. Is there anything we can do on this side? Probably should have called in the Great Weapons earlier. I think that would have been a smart play. We can't just win on one here. We have to flip an objective, right? Is there any way the Chosen can flip this one to the middle? I don't think so. We're going to make one last hoorah at it, but I think we got to do that. Yeah, so move you guys up. I should have probably just supported the Chosen more. I think we could have flipped that one a lot easier. So how's this looking here? A lot of dwarf bodies. Obviously, he would lose the value grind, but he's going to win on the objective game here. So let's get you guys up, Throwing weapons are doing it. Let's charge you guys in, see if we can hold that point. The Chosen not quite able to get that point off them, off those like couple Slayers. And down here, it's like, it's a matter of time before the dwarves start to lose ground, but yeah, we don't have time to push mid. I don't have enough Vanguard. We should have gone mid, though. That was kind of stupid. He only had 3 capture weight here, so that was a big mistake. He does flip this side, too, though, so he's going to end up winning on that. Well played. Very well earned. Super close, super epic finals. Misplays on my side, for sure. Maybe some decision-making. A character kill squad would have been very nice, like having the Exalted Heroes. But that was really well played. GG. Well played. Great game. Report that score. All right. GG, dude. Awesome match. That was very good. Awesome play from him. And there we have it. The ancestors are proud. Cool to see dwarves back in the menu. Now, the flamethrowers actually didn't do that much. The rangers were more of the problem. The rangers with 1100 and 1500, I should have maybe found a way to compromise them. I wonder how the Great Open Warriors did comparatively to the Marauders. Pretty good. Yeah, Festus could have been nice maybe. I don't know. The Plague Ogres got 2100 guys, and the Chosen got 2000. Early Chosen would have been clutch, I know. I think I screwed up. When I misclicked and brought in the Pestigore instead of the Chosen, I think that maybe cost us. Yeah, I think so. No sweat. No sweat. Well played. Report it. All right. Awesome, awesome game. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it. We'll be back streaming soon. I don't know when, but let's see. Today is what day? Today's Sunday. It might be tomorrow, but tomorrow I got a holiday thing. The 24th, we're going to be doing Christmas stuff. The 26th will probably be the last. Yeah, I know. I should have brought the Chosen out sooner. They would have been so good. The Chosen were so Chad. They were so Chad. Well, the Sorcerer Lord doesn't need a lot of value. He's more of a support piece. Yeah. Like 2 Chosen might have actually just straight up won that game. Like 1 Chosen on each side, would have been great. Yeah, it was super cool to see them perform. All right. Well played. And that's it. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that tournament today. Really happy to have made it to the finals again. We'll get one soon. Don't you worry. Probably offline, but it is what it is. Yeah, the Dragon Slayer characters were a menace, although one of them died to the Chosen. Oh, dude, I wish I just brought more Chosen. Like, this build has nothing against Chosen. Oh, I just wish we had more Chosen. They're so cool. If I had brought the Toad Dragon, I would have gotten dunked on. Holy shit. These archers and the flamethrowers and just all this shit, it would have been a disaster. Yeah, Elite Infantry are doing good nowadays. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. They've been Wrathmongers, Chosen are doing fine. We've been seeing Blackworks. Like, Blackworks were used in a super meta game today and did very well. Yeah, happy holidays, everyone. Merry Christmas. We'll see you guys soon if I don't see you before then. Yeah, hope you guys all have a good one. Spend some time with your loved ones, pet your pets, and yeah, that'll be it. Thank you guys all for your donations and support today. I'm going to go take it easy, and that is going to be it for tonight. GG's, well to the played.